Big up Survival Minds, big up Double DTV, big up God's Gift and Schiffer in the yard. You know what I mean? And we're back now. We've been gone for a little bit, right? But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start off the show as I always do, and I'm gonna play a track. Schiffer done.
Man played the video all the way to the engine, though, to the silence and everything there. Like that.
I wonder if this is gonna take a break or not, fam. You get me?
Man said to the silence, you
know.
Yo, sorry, man, I'm back.
Big up Western Goddess. Big up Family Tree.
Yeah, big up, sis.
So, you know, Double DTV's been doing a few videos lately on narcissistic behavior.
Yeah,
and that's a word as well.
Tomorrow.
Right. And that's a word that you hear a lot. Have you not noticed that in the last few years, that's a word that you hear a lot. It's like a lot of people have been using this word now. So if that's the case, then a lot of people are getting affected by narcissism, right? You know what I'm saying?
How are we using it in respect to how are we using it in perspective to what it actually means?
Okay, so a narcissistic baby mom is basically a baby mom that fucking, well, pardon my language, that she basically uses your kids against you, fam, or your child against you. That's narcissism. You see what I'm saying? Because here what happened, that's a form of abuse as well. She's abusing your power. She's abusing her power with in relation to you seeing the youth and bonding with the youth and having a relationship with your youth. And she's only doing it because she can, and the law allows her to do it.
See, because you see when you say narcissism, yeah, I think we might create a little bit of confusion there in the sense of narcissism being a thing where it's about how a person looks at themselves in comparison to the rest of the world. But when you go down the road of abuse now, like I can kind of definitely see where you're coming from still. And then not even just abuse, but what's the word? Disruptive.
Yeah, but hear this, yeah. My mom is a narcissist, and I didn't realize this until I was a big man. You know what I'm saying? And it's the same. It's the same thing that I see my baby mom doing now. My mom used to do with my dad, and they just do it because they feel like it gives them a certain amount of control. If you see what I'm saying. So my mom would basically, she tries to control me. And a narcissist is only about control, bro. It's mostly about how they see things in it. They don't give you a point of view. You shouldn't have a point of view. And it's only what they say goes. Right? And
might that only be attributed to you though, in the sense of obviously because
no, a lot of the baby moms are like this, but you see, here's the problem. A lot of people don't really see it like that. It's like your mom abusing you and beating you and telling you you're ugly and shit. But guess what? You're forgiving her because that's your mom, fam.
It's your mom. Yeah, it's your mom. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I hear you. I think obviously, yeah, depending on the reason why you got the beating. So for instance, if you was a bad breed then, and one happened to know that they was bad breed and obviously knew exactly what they was doing, they was told not to do X, Y, and Z, they done X, Y, Z and the rest of the alphabet. Yeah.
Yeah, that's discipline from. That's different from like my mom used to tell me that I'm dumb, that I'm dunce. She would beat me for everything, bro. Right? If my dad didn't bring money, she would beat me. Tell me that's not a narcissist, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you still. But then obviously to paint every woman with that brush, yeah.
It's not.
No, Schiffer. We're not painting every woman with a brush, but that's what we're talking about. We're talking about those
we're just saying that some baby moms are narcissists, isn't it?
No, I mean, so to paint every narcissistic woman with that brush, not every woman, every narcissistic woman, to be very specific then. Like, is that a bit of a stretch? Because obviously one could be a narcissist and just be concerned with self. Whereas obviously some women, you know, could take it to another level of narcissism where they expect more from the world than maybe they should. Do you know where I'm coming from? So,
all right, here this year, I don't know about your baby mom, but if my baby mom wanted me to do something, she would expect me to leave whatever I was doing and come do what she want me to do.
Yeah,
Is that a narcissistic behavior?
Yeah, when you say that like that, yeah, I can kind of gauge where you're coming from. That, and there are, I believe there are women like that. I believe there are men like that too. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah, there's definitely men like that. But here the problem. There's some good dads out there that want to be a father to their youth, right? Especially in the black community, there's some good dads that just want to be.
Hey, hold on, hey guys, 1 second, guys. Yeah, I can hear a TV or something in the back. That's gonna give me a copyright strike. So I don't know who's got a TV on, but you can't play adverts or TV shows in the back when you're on the show. All right, bro, go on, carry on, bro.
Schiffer's mic is muted.
Yeah, it's gone now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Schiffer's the original sound in the background, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What I was saying, fam, is that I'm not painting every woman like that. But
no.
We have to. Watch for instance.
Like out there, though. I personally had a bad experience with my first baby mother. In exactly what you're talking about. I never hit her. I never abused her. We just split up.
Yeah.
All of a sudden,
my baby dares me to do stuff, bro. She even dared me to take her to court. That's how much of a narcissist.
I done that though. It took me 10 years. But it's probably the best thing I've done, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
And why did it take you 10 years?
Because the way the courts work is,
there's
no courts. If you go there today, your next court date will be. Sorry,
guys, one at a time, guys, please.
No, because with the way the court system works, if you go there today, your next court date will be 3 months down the line. You see what I'm saying? And then if you've got a difficult one like I had, a lot of them, you go on a day and something else has come up. So another 3 months, now you got to come and sort out what she just brought up. You see what I'm saying? So in total, it took 10 years. But like I said, it's probably the best thing I've done, because you're either going to keep playing the game and keep going back and forth, or just do what you got to do. Because at the time, I was having another child. And my thing was, I'm not going to bring another child in the world and not know this one, and not have a relationship with this child.
Yeah.
So it's either keep going mad and not seeing him for 3-4 weeks, because both of us was being bad as one another, to be honest, because I played my part as well. Do you see what I mean? But we was young as well.
That's like me, fam. I used to kick off and carry on, but the older I get, I just allow that kind of behavior. Like,
yeah, because like now when I look back at it, I just say like we was young, innit? It was the first child, didn't really know each other, but she was very spiteful. You see what I mean?
You see, after hearing what you said, though, God's gift, yeah, like, do you guys think that maybe narcissist is a step too far? Because you see, when I say narcissist and I think someone's a narcissist would usually take very good care of themselves and the opinions that they give people of themselves as well. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Now, someone who's self-obsessed might be a little bit different. Do you know where I'm coming from in that statement? Because I think a narcissist isn't going to make
between a narcissist and someone that's self-obsessed.
Because I'd say if you was a narcissist, you'd be very concerned with people having a certain opinion of you, yeah. So it would be less likely that woman is gonna. I think this is just my opinion. I'm not saying it's definite. I'm just saying, in my honest opinion of a narcissist is very concerned with how things look and how they look. Yeah. So if they're so concerned with how things look and how they look, they're always going to look to make a good impression or seek to have.
That's what I'm saying. So that could be half the problem. Now, when they're pregnant and they're with the guy, everything's nice.
Yeah, no, I hear that.
Now they got to tell their friends.
No, but you're coming with a slightly different perspective, though, because I was talking about what my other brother here was saying, in the sense of someone that's self-obsessed is just gonna expect you to do everything their way. Do you feel where I'm coming from? Because it has to be my way or the highway.
That's the thing. It's like you said as well, though. It's men and women. Because I've got some friends where I have to say to certain friends, like, well, how do you want it to react if that's how you're acting? You see what I mean? It works both ways.
Yeah, 100.
That's what I had to learn myself, because it was my dad that said to me one time, like, I mean, how often you got to keep arguing this girl? You see what I mean? You want to do what you need to do, or just leave it alone.
Yeah, but that's the real question, though. Are we self-obsessed? Because to an extent, then, yeah, like, who's gonna get their way the majority of the time? That's how I look at it.
Narcissistic games, though, isn't it?
I don't know.
It definitely is, fam.
Do you see what I'm saying?
And it takes one of us. It takes one of us to say, you know what, we're grown and we're just gonna allow the shagries. You know what I'm saying? And just because that's what I basically done. Me, I don't really see my daughter, but I make sense she get her money and
you know what I say,
when it's her birthday, she get her stuff. When it's Christmas, she get her stuff. You know.
I think
with men,
I think with men, yeah, it's important that men understand their rights when it comes to having a child. Because until I went cool, I didn't know what rights I had of being a dad. Like when I had my son, that was the point. My first child, there's a point where when my son was born, the only one who had parental rights was his mum. So I had to apply for parental rights. Where now today, if you have a child, both parents have got parental rights. So see, today it's not even easy for your woman to turn around and say you can't see your child today. You just got to just look into the rights of your child, because when you both got parental rights, that means basically if you split up, every letter she gets from the school, you should get.
All right, air this year, about 3 months ago. So this was in November, right? My baby mom got a job. She's working 2 days, right? I work 5-6 days, right? So she said to me, she's gonna get a childminder, right? I'm basically saying to her, listen, you only work 2 days, so see if you can work, because I have fixed days off. I got Thursday, Friday, unless I'm doing an overtime Thursday or Friday. So I can just take my Thursday and Fridays off whenever. You know what I'm saying? So I said to her, listen, try and fix your days where you can be off Thursday and Friday. So when it's my Thursday and Friday to have her, I can drop her and pick her up, right? And when it's your Thursday, Friday, you're available. I get what she's saying. She's the one who's caring for her most of the time. But I did say to her, listen, give her 2 minutes so I can work around her, right? Obviously, no woman's going to want to give her child away, right? You know what she done? She went and got a childminder from her. She's only working 2 days a week. And then try to tell me, she's in a contract. She can't get out of the contract. And I need to pay for the Thursday and Friday when I'm going to have my daughter. So I said, hold up. No. I said to you, try and fix it so we can work around each other. So you don't have to get a childminder, and you wouldn't need to pay any money. But because the government has a scheme that pays the money for them, so that's why she wanted to get on it, right? Now she's saying I have to pay for my Thursday and Friday when I have her because she can't get out of the contract. So I said, no, I'm paying her money every Friday, so use her money to pay for it. You know what she done? She said, if I'm not paying the extra money, I can't see my daughter.
Yeah, see, that's just awkward. That's just awkward.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean? Because any normal person would just be like, cool, I'll just pay Monday to Wednesday, and you have a Thursday, Friday.
Yeah, so she want to do whatever she wants. She don't want to involve me unless it's something financial.
Yeah, definitely.
I've heard of that so many times from different people. I've heard of that so many times.
Sorry, do you know, I just realized I was talking and my mic was muted. Yeah, so I was saying, yeah, I can empathize, yeah, with where you're coming from, where you're saying the situation's controlling. But then what I'd say to you is there's always a point. You see where someone puts their cards on the table. That's the point where I'm also in a position to take the control back. So, like, for instance, where you're saying she's working a Thursday and a Friday, then, yeah, and you're working, yeah, and that's going to interfere with your work if you have to now take that time off for her to go and work in a job that I don't know if it's paying more or less. I don't know what the logistics of that is. But if I sat down and I looked at that logistically, let's just say she was working a Thursday and Friday and she's earning £60, £100, like that, whatever it is, because she's doing a few hours here and there. If she was getting £100, is it cheaper for me to just give her the £100 and say, just hold your corner in it, and when I'm ready, I'm gonna come through and see my youth? Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Now that you say that, that brings me to another point. And I'm gonna tell you why I'm not in a position to do that. So here this year, about 2 years ago, me and her was cool. Me and her broke up like years ago, right? Me and her was cool. I went to the house. I go to the house sometime. I chill with my daughter. I drive home because I used to live at my mom's then. And I used to live in South London, and she lives in East London. So I'd leave work, I'd go there, then I'd go home, you know. Anyway, I start seeing my wife, my now wife, right? I said to her one day, I said, listen, I'm not going to hide anything from you. I'm getting married, and I want my daughter to be a flower girl at the wedding. She said, all right, cool, no worries, everything's fine. Bro, you see, when I left the house that day and I drove home, I got home and I'm ringing her to say good night to my daughter. You know, she blocked me, fam. I didn't see my daughter for almost a year and a half, bro.
The games begin. You know the ones
all of a sudden, I was now an absentee father. I turn up whenever I want. I'm never there. Next thing I know,
yeah,
I
that
see
did banner still. That did banner. Let's be honest. Before we get into too much detail, let's be honest. That did banner, innit?
Yeah, it did banner.
Yeah, but so what if it banner? Shiffer, so what? So what if it banner?
Not even so what, not so what though, not so what though. Let's think about
I'm allowed to move on with my life.
I'm just thinking about the logistics of, I'm not saying that you're wrong or she's right or no one's wrong or right. I'm just saying, in that kind of situation where you got a child together, you know, she's obviously, you know, in her mind thinking someday you're probably gonna come back and, you know, no.
The relationship was dead, fam.
Shiffer. You see, at that point, man, I don't care what she thinks, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Back and all that. Man, I don't care about none of that, bro. We're moving on, brother.
Bro, listen, I was paying for my youth. Even when I lived with her, I was giving her money for the youth.
Oh, BR. What's that?
What that girl was saying, so true.
Yo, BR, I'm gonna put the link in for you now, brother.
You know what I'm saying?
Go on, my bro. Yeah.
See what you're saying about the £100 shift thing?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying on that. The only thing of that is like, that then turned into, what is it, all about the money then?
Yeah, fam, that's what it was about.
But here, what I'm trying to say now, the reason I said that, yeah, is a point where you can take back control, because that's exactly what some people are all about. That's all they're about. Like, okay, cool. Now I know one angle I can try and manipulate you from. If you're not going to play ball.
You see the problem with that is,
if you can't facilitate that, you can't facilitate it. It's not.
Yeah, I was giving her the money, fam. And then I cut the money off because she stopped me from seeing my daughter. And I didn't pay 1 week, fam. You know what she done? She called CSA, bro.
That's what I mean. It's a hard one because every woman's different.
It is a hard one still.
You know what I mean? But I did find it easy for myself to kind of stop reacting to her, if that makes sense.
Bro, listen, I'm going to be a man. And I'm gonna tell you, man, that I used to cuss her and call her the worst things. Man.
Hey, listen. Hey, guys, listen. I just want you to let me jump in. We're not trying to make this a debate, bro. We're trying to make this like some information. You know what I'm saying? So this is basically this is Double D's opinion. You know what I'm saying? That he's sharing with man. He's not trying to debate with man, bro. You feel me?
It is, yeah.
It's awareness, bro. You feel me?
Yeah. No, I'm listening, man. I'm just trying to have a full understanding of where he's coming from.
So basically, what I'm saying, guys, is
go on.
Not every woman. Some women, they use the kids as, I don't know, some kind of token to get what they want. You know what I'm saying? And then the law don't protect our rights as fathers, bro. We have to go to court. Some of us don't have the money like that, and then it takes 10 years. So what if you don't see the youth for 10 years, bro?
Yeah, no, but this is the thing. This is the harsh reality of, you know, the society that we live in, like the ugly side of things, where like there's ways you can play the game, you know, to put yourself in a good position, but ultimately you're right. We don't really have the kind of rights that the opposite sex have, or the kind of established laws to back us up. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, so when we put it in perspective, you know, we have to look at why those laws are the way they are, why they've been put into place, and why certain things are attached to certain other things the way they are. And when we can work out the attachment,
No, but this is what I'm saying though. Like I've
we'll
been
know
through
where
this,
we
bro,
stand.
and I know the laws for dads are a lot better today than they were before. But
Yeah,
that's the
it is a
problem.
lot better today.
That's the problem.
I'm gonna say
That's the
one thing.
problem with
Yeah,
a lot of dads though. A lot of dads just don't look into what their rights.
I'm gonna say one
that
thing.
is.
Yeah, do you see the problem with this whole laws for dads today? Yeah, and forever, for as long as I've known it. Yeah, because we've all had to obviously deal with these problems at some point in our life as fathers, isn't it? Now, as far as the law stands, say for instance,
Yo, guys, is that me? Is that me making that noise, or am I just hearing it?
I think it's one.
It's not. Oh yeah, is it? It's not me. Hey, so everyone mute their mic. Everyone mute their mic so we can see who it is.
It's not me.
I think it's Double D.
Put your mic on Double D. No, it's not Double D.
It's gone now. Carry on. It's gone now.
Yeah, it's God's gift. It's God's gift.
God's gift.
God's gift. Use it.
Echo it.
Nah, you got some fun.
See, it's his baby mom. She's trying to hack the microphone.
Yeah, you got some mad fuzz going on. But where was we again?
Where was we, Penrose? Where was we? I don't remember still.
I just heard a lot of fuzzing. I don't remember.
Yeah, so long story short.
Yeah, I was saying there's not a lot of help out there for us, man, as a single father and that.
I can't remember now, but what I was gonna say is now, yeah, you know, certain man, yeah, I know certain man that's taken their baby mother to court then, yeah, because they're not getting to see their kids, so they're going for access then, yeah, because that's what man's talking about. You get access, and you might have to even sit down in a local center and do some supervised visiting or something for a period before they say, yeah, nah, he's cool, bam. And then you get full access and they'll give you times and places or whatever, however you're going to integrate with each other.
You see all of that? I think that should be only for man that was beating the mom and dangerous.
No, but you see where it is, yeah, is that everything is a system, innit? And when you're dealing with a system just operates the way it operates, innit? It don't operate the way we want it to operate today because it was made days before. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And they've made the system, innit? So once we understand that now, we have to understand where the broken parts are. The broken parts are like, if she don't turn up to the court, there ain't nothing they can do. There's no law in place where they can go and arrest her and make her have to come to court. Yeah, so that's where the law's broken, isn't it? And then there's another thing now where
what for your child, you mean?
Yeah, for your child. She don't have to.
I think they can force her to come now. I think they can.
No, they can't enforce it.
You can't go. Trust me, I've been there. You cannot go to the
court
and not sign up. It's like a normal court shift. Trust.
Okay.
Just like the normal shift. The only difference in the courts is, yeah, what I found out is that I used to come out mad for probably the first year, for probably the first 2 years, because it just feels like everything's going the woman's way, which it was.
You see what you're saying, yeah? You see what you're saying, yeah? In practice, yeah, most people, if they see that summons come through their door, yeah, then obviously they're going to adhere to it because of the fear in it. But I'm telling you from experience, if they don't turn up, there ain't nothing they can do, B. There ain't no bringing them there. That's it. She just
that's what I'm saying, but it all depends on what you're applying for. Well, I was just applying for. I weren't trying to take my son off it. I just wanted half of everything. 6 weeks holidays, I want half of.
Yeah.
Easter holidays, I want half of. And I want it.
Even that though, but even with that though, like I said, because she's that type of person, isn't it? She's seen that slip of paper. She's decided she's going. Like, there's going to be some women who are going to get real smart and devious with this. The first thing they did was call a solicitor. They might have even had one in the family. What do I do here? You can't do nothing. If you don't turn up, you don't turn up.
No, I think if you initiate a court case, the COU, I think they can make her come now, but you have to go to mediation.
No, it's a county court, and she don't have to turn up to nothing. She don't have to. This is the thing. She can turn up, and if she does turn up, that's good for you, really, because now there's someone here to hold accountable. But if she don't turn up, then what are you gonna do? It's a county court. It's not the criminal law. No one ain't going to arrest no one.
You ain't going to county courts though, shit.
You're going to county court.
You're going to a family court.
Yeah, you're going to a family
court. Exactly, which is in the county court. Thank you.
No, that's what I'm saying. So the way they're dealing with in the family courts is not really different how they're dealing in the criminal courts.
Nah, bro, I'm telling you.
I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you that from having 10 years of going to court. She could just not turn up. Otherwise, I would have done everything I wanted.
I hear you, but I'm telling you from experience that they can just not turn up. That's it.
No, yeah, she can't not turn up. But what I'm saying is, it's not going to help her because then you're just going to get everything you want as a dad.
I hear you.
Good evening, gentlemen.
It don't really work like that though.
Big up the homie O. You know, he was on the last show.
Yo, big up yourself, brother.
Good evening, God's gift. Good evening, double D. Good evening.
Big up, fam.
Blessings.
Yeah, what's going on? What you got, man, talking about? Family court and that.
Fill him in, D.
Talking about the narcissistic baby mothers, fam. You get me?
Yeah.
Where we got to in the conversation? God's gift, that feedback's crazy.
God's gift, that feedback's
it's crazy. But where we got to in the conversation, I was saying that you can take your spouse to family court or whatever. But
ex-spouse. You're not gonna take your spouse to
your ex-spouse or spouse, however you want to look at it, yeah. And you say you want custody, but if she decides that she's not even turning up, there ain't nothing they can do. So now there's no one to try and court.
You know what, Schiffer? That's facts. Now I hear what God's gift saying because I've been through it myself. So I'm telling you this: you can go to family's court, you know. And if the lady, for whatever, says, listen, I'm shook, I'm not coming. They could talk about subpoena and all this all day long. It don't happen, my brother. It won't happen. Obviously, you got a baby mom that's not really thinking so sinister. She might just say, all right, cool, I come court, cool, whatever. But when you get a sinister baby mom that might say, rah, you know what? I'm telling the court that I'm shook, I'm in fear. I'm telling them whatever, he's done this, he's done that, and I'm not coming. They can't force her to court, bro.
Yeah, but you done this, you done that. Is there any evidence to back that up?
Bro, you might, like, for me, I'll be straight up. Like, when I was in my kind of ignorance, I did do violence, not a mad violence, but a violence to my baby mom. So I'm in the wrong. But however, we're talking about my youths now, innit? Yeah? Now, it might not be like violence in the sense that, oh, yeah, I hanged her to try and hang her up and put her life at risk, but it's enough that I caught a conviction. So for the fact that I caught a conviction, she can use that. Or
yeah, but you see the thing is, all right, watch, you caught a conviction, so that's different. Say, for instance, you never caught a conviction, and she's saying this and that. It's not going to hold up in court, fam. You get me? No, that's just her saying.
No, but for the fact of the matter is, if you know a magistrate's court or a criminal court, she will still have to come court. You get what I'm saying? If there was a case against me and her, the court will say, well, she has to come court to convict me. But in a family court, it's like a slight cowboy business when you go there.
This is what I'm saying, fam. There's no recourse to justice for us, man.
That's what I'm saying. I agree.
And that's why I said that that's the pieces we need to highlight, because it's the bits that are broken that need fixing. It's not the bits where, you know, they're interacting with us and giving us a say. It's the bits where they're not giving us a say. It's the bits where they're not doing their job and they've left it, you know, blowing in the wind.
No, but I think when you're going to the family court though, yeah, it's a little bit different for a man if you've got violence or you're on heroin. I never had none of that.
You know what I'm saying?
No, so but the fact of the matter is,
I'm only talking from my experience. I'm not talking about how the system works.
The fact of the matter, though, God's gift, Schiffer, I don't know Schiffer's thing, but the fact of the matter is, your thing was neat because your baby mother decided to play ball, so you never got to see.
No, you're crazy, Bob. I went to court for 10 years. Why do you think it took me 10 years?
No, but when he
didn't hear that. He didn't hear that. God's gift. He just came in.
Yeah,
I was in court for 10 years. She tried. I had a difficult baby mother, bro.
Oh, but did she attend court though? Was there days she said, "No, I'm not attending"? Did she say that?
She tried that twice.
Yeah, and then they gave her a little talking, because that's what I'm trying to show you. So the court, it's all down to a matrix thinking. If you're a matrix person, and if like your woman now, she's probably like, they probably said, "Oh yeah, you need to come court," and she probably said,
they scared her into it. They scared her into
the whole system is rigged.
If I don't come, then I'm gonna get rigged. But you're gonna get a one woman and say, "No, man, I ain't coming."
Sometimes you just got to just play the system, though, brother, and that's what I did. You get me? Like I just played it.
It's rigged in favor of the mum.
No, but
listen.
At the end of the day, all I wanted to do was see my youth, you know. So that
you know, you're right.
No, God's gift.
You're right.
Hey, guys, can I just say something? Guys, can I just say something? Yeah. Let's wait till like everyone finish what they're saying, because it sounds crazy to me. So it must sound crazy to the people. Let's let There's no rush here.
Because
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
I hear what. Go on.
I think you're right for your situation, God's gift. I think every situation is a different situation, and obviously, like I'm not gonna say for definite that they scared your baby mother into it. I'm just gonna say maybe there's a point where she decided to play ball, you know, and in a situation where they don't.
Cut a minute. This is what I'm saying, right? You can't come and tell me about anything what you think of someone that I've gone something through when I'm telling you what the person's about. So it doesn't come with what if or this. She was a difficult woman, but I don't have to get deep on how difficult she was. She didn't play ball with me, bro. It took me 10 years.
All right, I'm gonna say this.
So no one convinced her to nothing. She was denying everything I put in. What are you talking about? Who else is in court? Everything I applied for,
you know, when I say playing ball, I mean playing
everything
ball.
Everything I applied for, bro, she declined.
No, I'm just saying playing ball with the.
But instead of getting mad, I just said, all right, cool, because I know I hit this woman.
God give. I hear what you're saying. You sound right, you know. But I'm just saying, when I think what Schiffer's trying to say, when playing ball, he don't mean to say, okay, when you asked for custody, she didn't say no. Cool, we get all them parts. When she didn't say what's contact, she said no. We're talking about whether she embraced going to even to court, like, rah, I'm not coming.
Bro, if she didn't have to go court, she would not turn up at court.
I don't know about
listen, bro, you can't tell me about my life. Are you crazy?
No, I'm not gonna.
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't understand why. I don't even understand why you lot are going against his experience.
No. You can't tell me. That's what I'm saying. You can't tell me about my experience. Because this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Shift. Listen to what I'm saying, though. Yeah. Listen to what I'm saying, right, bro. I'm not gonna come and say something about my life for anyone to come and tell me, yeah, but when it happened to me, bro.
Yeah.
No, that's like me saying I've gone down the road and done something, and you say, yeah, but you could have. What are you talking about?
Well, it's not really saying you could have. We're saying
big shouts out to VR Reality guys. My bad still. And you know, I like to just shout out to people then when they jump in, so they're not sitting there. Like, if I've gone to
the point where I'm taking a woman to court, ain't that telling you how difficult it is from that? From even going to court.
Of course.
She was easy enough to just not turn up to court. I wouldn't have gone to court, bro.
So all I'm saying is your situation, is it worked out differently to a lot of other situations in the sense of I know more than one situation. You know, I've been in a situation where my personal self has been in the court and this person's not turned up at the court and they're making every excuse. Like my brother said, you know, they will make any excuse. They will lie out through their teeth. That's it. They're just not coming in it. And whatever they have to say, they're gonna stay in it. They're not coming.
It's like, was he following the right? That's what I'm saying. He must have.
Yeah, I was bro. I was in the court. Listen, I followed it through. I went all the way to the end. They said, "Well, you know what?
How much money did it cost you?"
Bro, I ain't gonna go there. Listen, I'm just gonna say that. I'm just gonna say the person did not turn up, at all throughout the whole entire thing. When they got to the final day, the judge basically said, "Well, we can't force her to turn up. You know, she's obviously you've got some kind of past, some history or whatever. So he can't trial a case with a person who's not there. So there's no case now, innit? That's it, done, innit? But you see the way I look. One second. You see the way I looked at it was like this. Regardless of whatever this woman tries to say in the future, I got my paperwork. That's how I looked at it, but I get where you're coming from. Your situation worked out different, and I'm not saying that your situation ain't real to the extent that you say it's real. I'm just saying,
no way on earth, I'm going to stand in the courtroom, and they was to tell me, do you know what? This is over. You must be crazy.
So what are you going to do then?
Exactly what I did.
What would you do in my situation? What would you do in my situation?
I'm saying exactly what I did, bro. Go and get my rights.
Man, is there any solution to these problems? Sir? What can be fixed?
I think the first thing to do with a problem is to identify it as a problem. You know what I'm trying to say? Now, once it's identified as a problem, obviously, like, you know, God's gift doesn't totally agree that it's a problem, but you know, if the majority agree,
when you say I don't agree with a problem, what do you mean?
No, you don't entirely agree.
Hold up.
There's a problem of going to court.
I'm talking about my personal self.
Hold up, man. This year,
I don't get it.
What can we do?
This is what I'm saying when I'm talking about my life, and you add these little comments on, bro.
No, I'm saying you don't entirely agree because you see two sides to that coin in the sense of you see.
That's what I'm saying. You're telling me now I don't agree with about my life.
Hey, bro,
You're
listen.
telling me I don't agree with what I'm
Hey,
saying.
hey,
Like,
hey, listen, listen. I'm gonna say this. Listen. I'm gonna say this. Yeah. If a man's gone through an experience, yeah, whether it's prison, in the courts with their youth, you can't tell man what they went through. Yeah.
True.
I want to hear these. I want to hear these experiences. I was lucky not to go through none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I was lucky not to go through, but I see a lot of men go through it. I want to hear about the whole experience. Feel me?
All right, so Penny Ross, hear this here. What are we, as a few black men, gonna do to signal the change? Because this white man that's in the houses of parliament, fam, they're going home to their wife and kids every night. They don't care about us, fam. And if we see our kids, so what are we gonna
Bro,
do?
they're not going home to no wife and kids. They're going down the pub. What do you think they're doing? They ain't going to the wife and kids. They're in them houses of parliament till late hours, yeah. Then they slip out of there. They slide down to the pub. They go to the
But
local.
what are we gonna do though? What are we gonna do though?
We need to start a campaign, fam. You get me?
Like I was telling man them earlier. So these situations, these narcissistic situations, can be in different sections. You get what I'm trying to say, right?
Yeah, fam.
Different types of it. Now,
because hear this here, Penny Ross. You got people that aspire. I'm Jamaican, yeah. They have this saying to say that Jamaican man don't look after their youth and they just breed up.
I'm Jamaican full-blooded. My daughter gets everything. That's what I'm saying. It's crazy.
So they have that to say about us, fam. But you got genuine dad like me that want to see my youth, that want to be a part of my youth, that want to go to the school, want to go to sports days, want to go to
you started
whatever.
off right. You started off right with the campaign, because you hear what I'm going to say to you. Think about it like this, yeah? Like my other brother, like elegantly pointed out, yeah? When these women are ready, you know, they will just lie through their teeth, you know? If
My
they don't
baby
listen,
mom.
one second,
There's
one
no
second.
one that beats my
One
baby
second,
mom.
1 second. If she don't want you to see her pick me, you know, there's so much lies she can tell, you know. Like a woman, like, can be wicked as well. Remember, if you moved on, especially, and you got new woman and you're like going, listen, she becks, she mad. So now she will all lie. She'll say, nah, you ain't seeing this kid. He raped me. Yeah,
bro. It's been like 2-3 years and she's still carrying on.
Bro, they will say some wicked shit out there, bro. They will try and dirty up your name. You have to be careful. And I totally agree with you, but you see me, yeah, I don't see it as narcissistic. That's all I was trying to get through, really, is that I see it as more self-obsessed, because the person's so self-obsessed with themselves that they're willing to destroy the reputation of anyone else who's in their way.
That's what a narcissist do.
To get what they want.
If you look up the definition of narcissistic, that's what they do, fam.
Let me look it up now. Let me just make sure that I'm not just playing with words here. I'm playing semantics, but I don't know. It's just the way I understood the word narcissist.
You know what I'm saying? They think that the world revolves around them, fam. You get me? And you should do as they say and move when they say jump. You know what I'm saying? You should say how high. That's how they operate.
Hey, Double D.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You see when you're in Jamaica, yeah? I don't know where you are now. Yeah? You see when you're in Jamaica, what's it like? Is it the same? It's not. It don't really run that way there with women and things. It's not a feminist kind of country, is it?
Nah, fam. Everything's fair there, fam. Jamaica is one of the most. Well, it's violent, but it's fair when it comes to the court and mom and dad thing, fam.
A man and woman and so forth. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fair, fam. The father's right is just as much as the mom.
So this problem sounds like it's like an England thing, or like a developed world, what they call developed world sort of issue, innit? Where women kind of feel like
people just feel like they know too much, fam. Like a white man can't tell me what my problem is. He can't solve my problem because he's white. He's not black, fam. And this is the problem that we have, fam. He don't know our issues, bro. You know what I'm saying? Boris Johnson can't fix England for us, fam, because he don't represent us.
Yeah, but where do you think the narcissism's coming from, though? Why do you think women have got this narcissism about them in the first place?
It's about control, fam.
Do you think it's just about control, or do you think it's partially to do with the environment or what they've induced?
It's definitely to do with the environment, because this country breeds women like this, fam. Yeah.
So
most
you
of them
think,
girls are mad like their mothers. Most of them get, a lot of them coming like their mums, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
So what do you think?
Let me just read one of
every. Hold on.
Sorry, brother.
You see, yes, Bia. So what?
Yes,
you see, if man and woman split up, yeah. do you think if the kid went with the father, the kid would have a better upbringing and things like that then?
Nah, fam, the child needs both parents, fam. If one of them is like violent and abusive, then you don't know how that go. But if not, the kid needs both parents to grow, fam. I never grew up with my mom, fam. So in that sense, I never had that bond with her.
Yeah.
And my dad took her to court after she beat me black and blue, fam. My dad took her to court and won me in Jamaica. So this is why I never came to England until I was like 16. I never saw my mom for years, fam. I started even forgetting how my mom looked.
Yeah, I can imagine
and then when I got here, fam, the abuse just started all over again. It's just like she just stopped hitting me now because I was too big now. I can hold her. You know what I'm saying?
Verbal abuse.
It became verbal and mentally. You get
trying to break you down, you mean?
Yeah.
Which can be worse at some point. You know what I mean?
Hey, Double D, have you ever read up on parental rights before, though?
I dabbled a bit because I was trying to start proceedings. I think not last year, the year before, but I ended up kicking off with my mum and had to move and shit. So that kind of put that back. You see what I'm saying?
Now you need to read. You should read the whole thing, though, Bob, because when you read them things, it opens your eyes to a lot of things about what a dad's actually entitled to.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. A lot of men don't look at stuff like that. We just rather go back and forth with women.
You see, even the CSA thing where they call you and they say, "Bro, you're on the birth paper, so you're the dad." There's no recourse for no one, fam. There's no justice for men, fam. You get me? They just do whatever they feel like.
Hey, who is that? But,
that's me. I'm ringing. My phone ringing.
Yeah, put it on mute.
Sometimes it depends on the dad as well, you know.
100%.
Sometimes it depends on the mum and the dad, because the same as the mum can lie on the dad can also lie on the mum too, you know, as well.
Of course. It goes both ways.
Let me read that. Let me read out some of these. Let me read out a couple of these. Western Goddess said, sounds mad, but more dads need to be clued up on law. When we all mums and dads educate ourselves on law, we can successfully fight these things. Yes. Yeah, we just covered that. Yeah, most definitely.
That's why it's important what me and God's Gift was talking about, though, because we've got two kind of not opposing views, but we've got different slight perspectives on how the law actually operates, and I think it will be good to establish a clear, distinctive view on how the law operates, because I think these are things people need to know, innit? You need to be empowering yourself, so when you step into that position.
Listen, I'm gonna say this. I want to say this before I forget it. Yeah, I want to say this before I forget it. So, hear what they do. You have dads that want to see their kids, but they're not able, like they're not working. They can't afford the legal fees, right? And right off the bat,
you don't have to pay. You don't have to pay. You can get it for free.
No, but some people, some places they're asking for money for something.
No. What you? No.
Parental rights is you get parental rights the day your child is born.
And if you're on benefits, you can get legal aid. Yeah, you can go to a solicitor, family solicitor, find one that will deal with you, and they will get.
But you have man that just work to pay their bills, fam. They can't afford no solicitors.
No. Now
it is a bit expensive.
You're not paying. You can get legal aid. Listen to what I'm saying to you. Yeah. If you need a solicitor, I can even show you a solicitor that you can use, and they will apply for it for you. You fill out the papers. They ask you for your details. They ask you how much you get paid from your benefit, where you pay your rent. They ask you bare questions, but you fill out the form, send it back to them. Done. You get the legal aid. But then you still have to have certain merits to go to court on as well. Do you know what I'm trying to say? If you say, for instance, now you've not seen that child for the last 10 years, then if you're saying 10 years, it might be 5, I don't know, however long in it, then that's all of the things that she's going to use as weapons against you. To try and say, well, nah, this child don't need to see it. I ain't seen him for 10 years. And he was a this, he was a that when he was around. He didn't do this, he didn't do that. And he did this and he did that. And, she's just going to have her say in it. And you have to be prepared for her say. And the same respect, you know, it's like I think O said this, he was just touching on this just now, like the men can lie to you, innit? So don't think that you have to play an entirely clean game. But if you don't play an entirely clean game, then you could jeopardize the position
damage your risk.
you put your child in.
Situation, yeah.
I'm trying to say, so
You get
you feel what I'm trying to say, and not even just discredited, because you got to think now, if you make her look so bad, then they might want to take the child away anyway. Do you understand? Do you feel where I'm coming from?
Yeah, that's so true. That's so true.
It's a real thing. It's a big situation that we're dealing with.
It
It's
becomes
not
puppy show, innit? If you start dissing her up and she's dissing you up, it becomes like a Jeremy Kyle sort of thing, innit? Where it's just a puppy show business.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
More than
That's
that.
exactly
More than
it,
that.
though.
If it's not even, say it's not a puppet show, yeah, say you're talking some real life facts, say like the woman has got some type of flipping, I don't know, illness or something, yeah, something like that, what would stop her from being able to take care of those kids now. The moment you bring that up,
cut you, bro. Sorry to cut you, bro. Even if she just smokes oot in the evening, even just bringing that up,
even
bro.
just that, this is what I'm saying.
Even just that.
Bro, just the littlest thing you think
My baby
that
mom
would be
does that.
overlooked. No, but here I'm saying, you think in a way it works for you, but it works against you, because
It
now
works
it's
against you, that's
jeopardizing the position of your child. Because if your child
that
ends
all
up
goes down
going
on
into
paper.
care now, they're going to be upset now from all of that. And now they're going to be thinking it's your fault. And that's what she probably will be telling them. So you have to be really careful about the way you deal with these situations. You have to be really careful.
Settle it pretty much out of the office, man.
All right,
Settle
but
it
here
out.
I'm going to say,
You just got to be honest in there, though, as well. It's like, I remember I went in there one day, and they said to me, I'm sorry to cut everyone, but they said to me, we need to give you a drugs test. I said, why is that? They said, because she's saying you smoke weed.
Oh, wow. They actually do that over here, for real.
Yeah, they do that. They do that. Yeah, of course. Everything.
So I was just honest with him. I said, well, there's no point, because I do smoke weed, but I smoked weed when I was with her. But if you ask her, I never smoked weed in the house with my son. I never smoked in the room where my son was. I smoked outside. So why is it a problem now?
And these times you won't really say much bad about her, you know. That's what I know about
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying.
What I don't know about her, I'm not really going to go and say, yeah, she's this, she's that, you know. All I'm doing is, I just come, you see my you and thing, and that's that. But they're coming to stop you because you might have your situation, they might be bitter, you might have really upset them, then you might have moved on in your life. You don't, like, it's a lot, brother.
Yeah, listen, me and my baby mom have actually agreed on a third party, fam. And then I noticed every time I called the third party, which was her friend would say, you know what, you have to call her. You have to call her. And we don't agree that, listen, if I want to see my daughter, I'm going to arrange it through her. You arrange it through her. You know what I'm saying? And every time I move over to the sister saying the same thing. I move over to the mom is saying the same thing. You need to call her. You know what I'm saying? It's all about control for someone.
Do you get on with her sometimes, or you just don't get on at all?
Like, me and her is like oil and water, fam. Yeah, we're like petrol and fire, as a matter of fact. But
so you can get on that.
There was a time where, like me, I'm always the bigger one in everything, fam. You get me? So I always try, like, sometimes I'll kick off and I'll tell her she's butters and shit. Then I'll just calm down and say, you know what? Let's do this, car. You know what I'm saying? And we have to at least agree so that you can have a better upbringing, because she never had a dad. She's never met her dad, friend. Her dad got deported. He's back in Jamaica. She never met him. I knew my dad and mom, but I never had a relationship with my mom. She never had a proper relationship with her mom either, so she's a bit damaged, bro. But she don't want to recognize that. You get me?
That's what's mad, because with mine it's the opposite, you know.
Love, because my dad loved me, innit? You know what I'm saying? So I felt one side of the love. So I just want to love my kids, man. So I try not to be in any confrontation. I go there, I still joke with her, I still try to poke fun at her and try to do shit. But one little thing, fam, she would want something and I say I can't do it, and then that's it.
I think it's like O said, though. I think you just it's got to get to the point where you just got to stop the bickering and the arguing, and just kind of just do what you've got to do as a man for your child.
Can I say something? Yeah, I think that at the end of the day, like, when we're going out into the world and we're looking for someone now, who we're thinking we're gonna be with or whatever, you know, like, maybe we need to do more work on making sure that that person acts and behaves a certain way and has certain mannerisms.
But you know, man, don't think like that. Man just want to
but maybe that is,
but this
that's
is
what
what
I'm
I'm saying.
highlighting, because maybe that's let me finish.
What he's saying.
I think the reason I'm saying this here is maybe that's the deeper root of the problem, because the same way now hear me. The same way we'd say to the woman them, like, and I just heard this. I was listening to a man play a video on his show talking about telling the woman they need to close their legs and don't just lie down with any man and rare tear. And I'm saying, to an extent, you know, like, if you had known certain things about her before you having that child, more than likely, by what you're saying now, you wouldn't have had a child with her. Do you know what I'm trying to say? You probably would have never went there. You probably would have frightened you off. So maybe we as men, that's what we need to do, is take more time.
Yeah, but you see, if we were praying like that, fam, enough of us wouldn't have no youths, fam. Would have been too scared. Cause my daughter, she's the kindest, sweetest, lovingest girl on the planet, fam. But I hate her, mom. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't change her for the world. You know what I'm saying? I would change it for the world, though. You know what I'm saying?
No, do you know what? No, you see where I'm coming from is, you see what's done is done, innit? And we can't change the past. All we can seek to do is move forward into a better future. And then moving forward into a better future.
Maybe I'll tell you this, I'll tell you this. It's all a part of growth. And you see, when we did, because some of us didn't have proper parentage as well. So it's down to that as well, fam. I swear down. Yeah. It's down to you having a proper parent, fam. Because not everyone's gonna, like, you know that this ain't something right that you're doing and you still do it, fam. You get me? But once there's someone there to say, listen, you can't be doing this.
I think you're right in the sense of,
you don't have none of that.
You see what you're saying, yeah? I think in the sense of expectations, if you've got two strong parents around, then you've already have a set of expectations that you can live by, and, you know, some kind of stamp, some kind of print to work by, and say, all right, you know what, I'm going to be something like this, and I expect anyone I'm with to, you know, live up to certain standards, X, Y, Z. But I think that even if a person don't have that, you know yourself what you like and what you don't like. You know what's right and what's wrong. You know when you're playing and when you're serious. And, you know, if you're looking at a person and talking with a person and spending time with a person, you're going to be able to work out where that person's mind's at and what level their mind is on. And that's how I would base, you know, getting into a relationship. Like, I'm not going to get with some girl and she's talking some shallow talk. I'm just not doing it. Do you know what I'm trying to say? I'm not getting with no girl and she's running me down. Oh, I like those shoes you're wearing. I like your jumper. Do you know, like that? I like your chain. No, fuck off, love.
Are you trying to tell me, you're on Oxford Street and you buck Rihanna and Rihanna said, I like your chain, I like your chain. You're not gonna jump on that.
I hear you. But here what I'm gonna say.
But you ain't gonna bring it. Not right now, but you know. In a different
you have to be conscious, my brother. Listen, you see, if I'm putting certain things, you see, if I put the chain on, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, if I put the chain on and I go out, daddy and all of that, and put on the chops bracelet and all of that, like, gal are gonna go mad, innit? Like, I'm not trying to even create them type of energies, because I know what type of gal are going mad, and they just make me sick to my stomach. I just don't want you around me. So you see, when I just put on my normal clothing and just a normal chap, just walking down the street, I could be anyone. I could be a millionaire. You don't know who I am. Do you understand? True. If I want to start spending and start going like the man, I can start going on like the man. If I want to just be regular, I can be regular. But if you like me regular, then I got more time for you, because it seems that you're happy with just a regular old me. I ain't got much to offer. Your expectations can't be that high with regular Joe.
But here, what's gonna happen? You see, once you go put on the drip now, and she see that you're a hot man, fam, you know what? She get clingy now, fam. She stop. She ain't coming off. You get?
That's why I do what Schiffer said was saying, like getting to know the person, innit? Then you know what the person wants from you.
But I'm not gonna lie to you, fam. When I met my baby mom, I knew she wasn't no saint or nothing. But you know, when you're young, fam, you're expecting them to change and that. But they don't, fam. Unless they want to, they're not gonna change.
Do you know what? I hear you, but I got a different perspective on that. I think when you're young, you're horny. Yeah. So you see, good pum pum, man, find it hard. Man, it's hard to let that go. It's hard for a man to let that go. So you You was
Me,
enjoying
I
yourself.
was just trying to get away from my mum, fam. I think that's what it was.
I hear you as
Yeah.
well. I hear you as well. And then you see, I've seen man in them situations. Like I know a man, you know, live at his mum's house, and then he might find a girl, then he moves out. The next thing, it's like, yeah, one tech man for idiot, and one dash man out a yard, and you know, man sleeping in their car, then back at their mum's talking to man wrong because she's looking at man like you're not a man because I thought you was running things out there. It seemed like you're getting run out. You understand? So like, yeah, that's how mum's dealing with you. I'm telling you.
What?
I'm telling you, bro. I've been there
What are you
myself.
talking about?
Bro, I've been there myself. I remember back in the day, I got kicked out of my girl's house, yeah, and I had to go down to my mum's. I had to get a cab. Listen, there was one big cab. I had to get one big cab. Yeah, you know the 7-seater. This was full up with things. There were so much things in this 7-seater. You see, by the time I got to my mum, she was pissed off. She was just cussing. You don't want all these things in my house. And where's this all going? And which room are you gonna stay in? And she's asking so much questions. I'm like, hold on, like, I thought you're supposed to be on my side. You know, like, I thought you're supposed to be helping right now. Like, but yeah, she's helping, but she's pissed off because she got other things going on. You're not really, I've not invested enough time maybe in looking at her side on that regard. But then in the same respect, I do appreciate that it's hard for a man when you're in a position and it's like people are still coming at you from side angles. Like, it's not nice. It's a lot. It's a lot.
Bruv, I think they say woman was born to suffer, bro. But I think some of us men, bro, we were born to suffer as well, fam. Most definite. You get me?
You just got to play the game. Just don't play that game.
Pagan woman.
Because women can drag you into childish games, man.
But you know what though, Double D? You know when you're young, yeah, you're inexperienced, both of you and your woman. You get me? So at the end of the day, like what I was talking about with me and my baby mum, like we went through what we went through, and it was a lot. But like I'm with, like I talk to her now, and we're good. She's changed. I've changed. We're mature because we got older and life. You get me? It's experience, brother. You get what I'm saying? So sometimes it don't always start well, but it could always end well if you try your best. You get me?
Exactly. That's exactly what I mean. It's in a good
I know,
place
man.
now.
I can feel your energy.
It's in a good place now, and
that's good to hear. That's good to hear.
That's so. And you know what you're saying? That's important. That you get yourself because
don't always start well, you know, but it's how it ends. Like
she's still a special person in your life because she's the mother of your
child.
You see what my baby mom. You see what though, you man, yeah? I totally agree with what you're saying, but I think that for the people, because some people are going to be in an even deeper position where you can never get that good conversation with your baby mother, whoever she may be. But what you have to realize is no matter what she says, as long as you actively, you know, try to have a relationship with your child, you know, even if they try to block you, badmouth you, whatever, at some point that child's going to want to interact with you. They're going to want to know themselves, and they can't really know themselves without knowing you. So they're going to want that.
The Benjamin Button
in the world, you know, you just got to put the effort in. If you ain't putting the effort
Come
in,
on, man. Come on, man. And you
Bro,
know what? Yeah, some things happen, you know, and it makes you a better man. So sometimes, even though you hear 100%. Me, even though my baby mom did certain little liberties, like we're going to talk about the court and all that, bro, I had to check myself, bro. I had to check myself really seriously, bro, and say, you know what, I need to move better. Correct. I'm going to the court. I'm relying on some idiot legal aid lawyer and signing paper. Nah, man. Forget that. If I want
it's a big reality check, though. Definitely.
I need to make my life better so that everything's in order, bro. Get me?
Big up for stepping your game up, man.
Trust me, thank you, bro.
No, done now, man.
Definitely.
Trust. Life don't come with a manual, man. If it did, it'd be a whole lot easier. You get me? And that is the main thing is that you learn from your mistakes.
The reason why I ain't doing anything because I ain't got no issues, bro. That's the reason.
What's that, BR? What you say?
The reason I ain't said anything because I ain't even got no issues, bro. Me and my kids' mother, we're all blessed. We're still together 30 years later. So
that's what with me. My first one. This is over like 20 years. My oldest, that son there, he's 21 now.
Yeah.
Some of us get.
You said the other day. Yeah, you said the other day. Yeah.
Yeah. So like I say, see that early days, yeah. Everyone be like, just go to court. And I was like, you man, mad. I should say the same thing. No white man ain't telling me nothing about my youth.
Yeah.
But when that court case actually finished and they actually told me what I've got and I knew I had my rights, brother, it was the best thing I've ever done for me, my son. Because if I didn't, the way his mum was, we'd have had a very broken relationship.
Trust me, man.
Seen him here, seen him there. You see what I'm saying?
And also the fact that your son knows that you're fighting for him too is a big thing.
Yeah, man. Definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
Some of these women, they got the
hard,
Benjamin Button case, bro. You get me?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not easy, man. It's very hard, man. But like I'm saying, my baby mother, she weren't easy, and it was either where we're coming from. It's either your reaction is either gonna be losing your temper some way down the line, because you will, or just do it down the line I took it.
I think your story,
me personally, it worked good. Still, you get me.
Your story is like a success story, and all of us aspire to be in that position. So,
I wouldn't say success, brother. It was just something that. I mean,
I'd say that's successful.
That's what I had to do. Do you see what I mean? But I see what you're saying. Still,
I'd say you're successful in obtaining something that you fought for. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And I'd say that we all want to be in a position where we're successful and we've attained what we fought for. But some of us, are never going to be in that position, and we have to deal with the harsh reality of that. And we have to look at ways of minimizing the damage and finding ways of plugging these loopholes within the system that are not putting us in a good enough position. Do you feel where I'm coming from?
Because I think sometimes with men as well, women, they throw, because one thing with women, like we all know, they stay when you argue, they stab you in the heart. They're gonna try to say the worst things ever, unminded anyway. You see what I mean? And that's what triggers most people. Reaction to
but here's the problem, bro. The question should be why are they doing this, and why do they feel so comfortable doing it? Because there's no protection for us.
They know.
I agree. I don't think there's no protection.
Woman knows how to get you, though, innit?
I think you're right, though, bro. I don't think there's no protection.
Who knows how to get you is going to be a woman, innit?
Like, if you think about that this year, regardless of whether she knows how to get to you or not, if she rings the police and says some bullshit that is not true, they're gonna come and arrest you, bro. They're removing you from the premises. Done. You understand? If she decides not to turn up at the court, they're going to do nothing. They're not arresting her. They're not doing nothing. Full stop. And then if we're in that kind of a position, not everyone's gonna be successful. Not everyone's going to turn up at court. Not every case is going to get heard. So if we know that we're in that type of position, what can we do about that situation?
Bro, you know what you do? You know what you do, bro? You just move on, man. You try to get your child and whatnot, but you have to move. Blood.
You can't give up on the youth, fam. Got that youth.
But you gotta be careful, man. Because you see a woman like that, cuz it's just too much damage, bro. Mentally, just damaging you, bro.
When the youth grow up, the youth's gonna say, "But daddy, you never tried it enough. You never tried hard enough."
No, you try, but you can only do what you can do, bro. You're not gonna go and kidnap your youth and take. You understand? If the system's against you, bro, I swear down, brother. You know what I did? I'll tell you the truth. When I went court, I had it. It just got too much, bro. Until Cass and start chatting all rubbish. And so I said, you know what? I can't take this no more. I stopped. Then I tell you a joke, bro. One day, I was in my yard. I meant to go boxing. I do a little bit of boxing, and I'm heading to Crystal Palace. But before I left my house, my brethren phoned me. He said, "Yo, G, did I leave three bills with you in your pocket?" And I said, "No, I can't remember that, G. I can't remember that." Then, funny enough, I flung on my jeans and then I put my hand in the pocket. These times I come off the phone to my brethren, and then I put my hand in the pocket and I found the 3 bills. But I'm saying, oh man, I need to run and catch this train. This times I wasn't driving. I'm saying, oh man, I only got 3 minutes to catch this train, I said, nah, let me just phone my brethren and make him feel comfortable to know that I actually got that 3 bills in my pocket, as it's in my jeans. So I phoned him, I missed that train 3 minutes. Yeah. Boom. After I gave him the good news, I got that 3 bills. I ran to the train station to catch the next one. When I got there, I was running late, I heard the train. Jumped on the train, just got on the train. When I got off the train, cuz, guess who I saw at the stop? My baby mom, who I ain't seen for 3 years in my youth, bro. Yeah? Yeah?
That's crazy.
When I saw her, bro, I it was just like, rah. This is the girl that said she can't come to court and rare and what. I didn't have no hate for her at that moment, bro. All I saw was my youths in her standing beside her. And I said, rah, you know what? And I just let it out and spoke to her good. And it's been good ever since, bro. It didn't even end in court. In court, it actually ended, but I never got my result in court. I got my result through the faith of God, bro. God just gave it to me.
I tried that with my baby mom so often, bro. But every time she don't get something that she asks for, it's square one, fam. Back to being a little baby again. You
You know
get
what I'm
me?
saying? But bro,
Is that
listen,
because they? All right, is that because they know? So what are you man saying? Are you man saying that they do that purposely because they know the law's on their side, basically?
That's what I
Definitely, that's what I'm
that's what I
saying.
think. I think that as well. And I think that, you know, from my brother Double D TV, yeah, like from my perspective, yeah, I think that
Yo, Shift,
if you're sorry.
Shift.
Did you have some sound?
What you eating carrots or something, bro? What?
That's not me, man. Yeah,
Someone's eating tough
like I
crackers,
was
fam.
saying, like I
You
was
lie
saying.
about it, weren't you? Go on.
No, it's not me.
Someone's
It's not
eating
me.
tough
It's not
crackers.
me, bro. It's not me, bro. But what I was saying is, yeah, like I just look at life like this. I look at things where if a person tries to put me in a situation and they feel like they got the upper hand, I just put myself in a situation where their upper hand, it don't mean nothing to me no more. Do you know, like that? So, for instance, if her upper hand is, every single time she sees you, she wants a £50 note. I just put myself in a position where your £50 note ain't nothing to me. Have your £50. As long as I get to see as long as I get what I want out of the situation.
You don't have that £50.
No, but this is the thing now. This is what I'm saying. Like, obviously, it's not the nicest of situations, but if you know that £50 can solve your problem, sometimes it's easier to give up the £50 than to go through all of the other rigmarole.
They're holding you to ransom.
That's exactly where it is. No, but that's exactly where it is.
Yeah,
that sounds horrible.
Like that's exactly where it is. But do you know what? I'm gonna be honest. I know many people who've been held to ransom, and sometimes, for instance, I know a man who was like married. All of that. Yeah. One second, cause I know a man who was married. Yeah, had X amount of kids. Not gonna say how many. Yeah, split up. Wife has left with kids. Yeah, he got good job, good wages, whatever, good salary, whatever. Yeah, so she's taken like half, whatever. The house that they're paying for that they bought, she now lives in. He no longer lives there. She's got new man, XYZ, bam. So he's pissed and he's upset in it. Like, but in the long run, yeah, would it have been easier for him to just said, all right, do you know what? What is it that you want? You want your little £100? You want a little flat somewhere? Go do your own thing. Then he'd still have a house in it. And this is the thing where I know a man's situation to that length where, you know, he had a chance to do something like that and he didn't want to do it. So
I don't think it's right to just say like.
I think sometimes we're victims of. Yeah, you are, but to an extent, yeah, are we victims of our own ego sometimes in the sense of
that you paying to see your child, fam. It's like the baby mom's a pimp and you're paying to see your child, fam. You can't do that, fam. You have to stand firm and turn up chung in the thing, fam.
It just depends on how you're looking at it. You could look at it
when I live with my baby mom, yeah. When I live with my baby mom, my daughter was a baby. I used to give her £200 every month. When I get paid, end of the month, I give her £200. She do whatever she wants. She buy stuff with it. She do her hair. She do whatever she wants. When I went back to my mom's, I said to her, listen, my mom is saying I have to pay all manner of bills now. I got debt, I got a car, got insurance. The road that I live on now, I have to pay to park there and shit. So I said to my baby mom, listen, I can't pay the £200 no more. I'm gonna pay £150 now. Initially, she agreed. Then just start chatting bare shit about the extra £50, right? So all right, cool. I'm paying the £150. I'm paying this for like a year and a bit, right? When I tell her that, listen, I'm getting married and shit, and I need my daughter to be a bridesmaid and thing. After she cut me off, you know, I saw a letter come from CSA, fam. See, when I opened that letter and I saw it, fam, man, bargain, cried, fam. I cried because my baby mom never worked, fam. I work and I've down to the last plate and spoon in her house, I bought them. The flat that she lived in till this day, that was my flat, fam. And I decided to leave it to her because me and her weren't getting on. I didn't want my child to be moving up and down about the place. No man's leaving their place to a woman these days, fam. No man. And I left it and I said, cool, I will start over. I took my clothes and I went to my mom. When I saw that letter from CSA, fam, I bawled, fam. I remember I called them and I'm bawling to the woman.
You see the way the system's set up over here, cuz? You see the more you fight them, is the more angles they're now going to look for. And the more angles, angles out there they can use.
To the woman on the phone, and the woman said, listen, if you're paying, just continue paying. About 2 months later, I got another letter saying to pay £41 a month. Yeah. £41 a month. It went down from 150 that I was giving her to £41 a month.
Brethren,
And I was
something.
paying that for a bit until it gradually just go up.
Right.
Now it's at £54 a week.
Hear what I'm saying to you though, yeah? You see the way things go over here, yeah? Like, if you give them anything extra, yeah, that's just extra. Yeah, because CSA ain't that. That's something else. That's something else you got to pay on top. That's just like the standard fee that you have to pay. Do you understand?
Now
So,
I only pay what they say for.
Yeah, you got, but that's what I'm saying.
Yo, Shift, you got TV. Hold on. Shift, you got TVs and stuff playing in the background, cuz.
Sorry, someone turned the TV up. I was saying, basically, yeah, the way the system is set up, yeah, is in a way where
I can still hear it, cuz. Sorry, my brother. Go to you, cuz.
Hey, what you see that CSA thing? What do they like? They just take that money out of your bank account for you, or what? How's it work?
Nah. When I called them, I said to them, listen, I can show you my bank statements. I've been giving her money before the baby was even born, but I always make certain I put in her account. So I tell them, listen, I can send you the slips, I can show you. So they said, all right, cool, because she told them I owed back money. So what they said, all right, just continue paying what you're paying, and then we're gonna work out what you need to pay, and we'll get back to you. So it ended up being £41 for the month. I was so happy for him. And I told her, I'd send her that email. I still got that email on my phone 3 years later. I said, listen, this is the only money you're going to get from me. Whatever they say I should pay, that's what I'm paying for, because I was giving you the money. You know what I'm saying?
And then when you're with your daughter, you separately give her, you just spend on her how you feel.
Whatever she asks me for, I get it for her. So if she wants nothing, if she's with me, I buy her stuff. And if she call me now and say, Daddy, I need something, I buy it, and I still give her mum the money. That's it. But she ain't getting no extra. All the help that she want. Right now, she want to move from the flat, and she's been telling me she need extra money. I was consider paying for it, helping her with it. As a matter of fact, I was consider helping her until this last time when she asked me for help, and I said I can't do it. It's not that I can't do it. I'm not doing it because I did say to her, listen, let's work around each other. So, but she want to do her own thing, innit? So I said no, and I'm not helping her now.
That's good though, Double D, man. At least you got the evidence to show court and whatnot that you paid whatever and whatever.
I got receipts since before my baby was born. I got receipts now, and the other day I look on them and I see some of them are fucking erasing, fam. Pardon my language, fam. And I started taking pictures of them.
Photocopying them.
Yeah. I got bank statements before my daughter was born. I got things that I bought of catalogs like Littlewoods and that pram, buggy, all of that. I still got pictures of those, fam, and the receipts and all sorts.
Yeah, man. You know what we have to do? We have to just choose the right women, brother, and know how to treat them and behave good. You get me?
Bro, I treat this woman like a queen, fam. So where she know that no next man ain't gonna do that first, he's trying to hold on. But man's gone, fam. You get me? Man's running over the hills. Man's climbing the Great Wall of China. You get me?
Has she moved them?
I don't think she's ready. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know, because I don't ask her nothing about her life. And I don't ask my daughter nothing either. I'm just doing my thing.
I bet you should. Sorry, go on, God's gift.
Sorry, bud. How old your daughter, D?
How
old your daughter?
She's gonna be 6 next month.
I bet you if your baby mom was successful though, it would be completely different though, wouldn't it?
Oh, she got a job after years of me telling her, listen, I'll pay for you to go to college. Go do some Cosmo or some hair or something. Just do something to help, man.
Help her to drive and help her to get herself on her feet, man. You get me?
Bro, I even helped her done her paper the last time, fam. You get me? I done everything for this girl. You get me? And it's just bare problems. Whenever she says she wants something and I can't do it, or I say no, it becomes a big issue. Even her mom, if she asks her mom to keep the kids and her mom said she can't do it, she stopped chatting to her mom. She's just like that. You get me?
Boy, good to hear that, brother. And
it's imagine there's a things though, fam. But you see, life have a funny way of working out, fam. So man's just chilling and relaxing, and I know my daughter is gonna work right round into my hand, fam.
Of course. That's what you gotta keep doing. Keep doing what you're doing, man. You sound like you're doing the right thing, bro.
course.
The way you explain that though, I kind of agree now when you say narcissistic, because that does sound like a narcissistic behavior.
Yeah, fam. It's all about control, fam. You get me? When I was living with her, man would go to the barber shop on weekends and that. Next thing I know, my car keys is broke, or she hid it, trying to tear off man clothes and them thing. So I don't leave. When I come back, the door is locked. I'm locked out.
But why was she so attached to you from what was this from the start?
Yeah, like, because I'm the only man that treated her the way. You see what I'm saying? She never had that before.
Yeah, man, it sounds good.
She never had that before, so she tried to cling on. Even when she knew I was gonna get married, she was texting me, telling me how she loved me and she wanna have my son and all sorts. And I sent some laughing emoji, and that's when the war started.
Okay, so she's a narcissist.
And you married there, Dina, yeah? Sorry.
Yeah. She's married.
Sorry, go on, Chef. Sorry.
No, and I got another daughter as well. I have a 6 months old now.
I was saying, so you said she's a narcissist and she's obsessed.
She is.
That's rough still.
So you got a double whammy there, cause I'm gonna be honest.
Double, triple, quadruple, everything.
This is sounding mad. It's sounding mad.
That's just trying to stay clear.
Yeah, I hear.
Yeah, this year, me and her had a fight one time, fam, and I went to my mom. 2 weeks I'm gone, bro. 2 weeks I left her. Me and her had the fight, and I gone 2 weeks, bro. And she's emailing me because I blocked her and everything, and I'm not responding to her. One day I'm at work, fam. I see one bully van come full of police, fam. Take me off the shop floor in front of my managers, fam. And I'll show you how this girl's an idiot. I'm the only one that's working. I was paying her rent even, bro, and she tried to get me to lose my job.
Yeah, man.
I don't know, man.
It sounds like, yeah. You know what? So, you want to tell you the truth, though, Double D. You see, who's my brother, yeah? Which you are my brother without, like, you get me knowing you properly, but still, I'll be telling you, man, nah, man, allow it, man, allow this girl, man. Too problematic.
Yeah, that's what everybody told me to allow it.
This girl, man, this girl trying. It's a draw out, man. It's a draw out. You're gonna get
everyone tell me to allow her, fam. But what I do, I try to go around to see my daughter. So now and then I'm driving past the yard or something. I just pop around, or you know what I'm saying. But I do speak to my daughter now every day because I got a tablet for Christmas. So she call me every day on the tablet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Just concentrate on your daughter, bruv, man.
Yeah. And yourself, that you get me. As long as you're successful, you're great. You get me?
Yeah.
You see.
Listen, man had to start over twice, fam. Car. My mom kicked me out, and I went and got a place with her after living with my sister for about a year, sleeping on my sister's floor. Me and her, and she got a next youth that baby dad was in prison, so I took her up with the youth from when the youth was 3 years old. You know what I'm saying? So I was living up to her and the youth.
You see the mad thing though for you, Double D, yeah, is because if she's not gonna, like, obviously you're not gonna interact with her like that, innit? So she ain't gonna get what she wants out of you, innit? It's when they try and the next tactic they use is they try and make you ask for things that you don't really need, or you don't even want that of you. You just wants to see their dad. And now you
know what she said? You know what she said to me when I had my daughter, my little baby. She messaged me saying, "Oh, I know you're not gonna love my big daughter like how you gonna love this one now." And I was like, bro, I love all my kids equally.
Yeah,
that's just throwing in the 2 pence. You know the ones there, like no need to even say it, but just say it. Like, you know what I mean?
It's trying to mash you up, bro. Trying to turn you into some. Get me?
That's from her, fam. I'm just trying to make some peace, so when I'm dead, my youth, them all right, fam. That's it. You get me? I don't really care what she wanna say or what she has to do. I'm just trying to make some money, so when I go, my kids are all right. Fam.
Do you, man, think
she stresses you out, D, man? She stresses you out, brother, innit?
It used to, since I got married and I have my next baby now. Not really, fam. You get me? I still like think, me and my daughter.
That's what I'm saying, bro. For when you're married, bro, man, you made that next step in your life. Just
go focus.
Being happy, bro.
Yeah, because the other child, because your other child and your wife now needs your full attention now. You get me, cuz?
Yeah. But you see, the thing is, I'm always thinking, cause I don't want to leave my daughter out of that. I want her involved in it.
Sad, I know. I feel
Yeah,
your
but
pain,
like you
cuz.
said before, you're always the bigger person, bruv. So just keep being the bigger person. You see what I mean? If you're being a bigger person, you're doing the right thing. It means you're being mature about the whole thing.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying, bro. You see, I watch this. You see, when a dad go to the court and initiate to see the child, social service and everyone should move in now, bro. Analyzing the situation,
No,
see
try
what the
O's
problem is.
way then. Try O's way then.
There's a way you can make that happen still, but you that, like I said, you'd have to highlight some type of issue with her, and in the same respect, you know, like I said, that could put your child in a vulnerable position. So you have to think about
Yo, you want to be careful, you know, because if they take your child, king, you ain't got no option who they give your child to, you know. They can get too batty, man, or too, you understand? So you have to be careful. Trust me, I know them.
They do try to culturally appropriate, but I do get where you're coming from because it can happen. So that's fact in it. Like, let's not even try and slide around that. But I'm gonna say this much.
Slide around that, bro.
Like, is there any do you think there's any other factors here as far as why, you know, women are becoming this type of person? You know, why there's women like this in the world? What is empowering them in their mind to make them believe?
Because the system tells them, listen, you're independent, you don't need a man. Here's some benefit money, so you don't have to wait for no money from this man, or you don't need to work even, because the system pampers them.
Is it just the system? Is it just the system, or
it's
is
also
it
a mindset? It's
I
feminine.
think maybe some of them are becoming mothers too young, you know.
True.
And
There's always been young mothers.
Some of them is exposed to a lot of things.
There's always been young moms, because back in the day, my kids used to have child like 12, 13. Back in Jesus and them time, fam. And them people grew up though.
But you said feminist before. Do you think feminists have a part to play in it then?
Feminism definitely has a part to play in it. You get me? But it's good to be a feminist.
To a lot more these days. There's a lot more internet. They're exposed to a lot more. Nowadays we have internet.
There's the thing. There's feminism mixed with narcissism. So
why 1 second. You said it's good to be a feminist. Can you explain why it's good to be a feminist? Because
no, I'm saying for people that's not gonna take it overboard, feminism is not bad. It's good to champion women. And a woman should want to champion women and have equal rights.
So
me as a dad of two.
Should we have, you see, like you've got feminist, then should we have a male equivalent then, or a masculine equivalent?
But we do have a masculinity, bro. We do have it, because even though England is a bit more equal when it comes to rights.
No. Masculinity is a thing that is natural. It's natural. We're naturally
masculine. Yeah.
But you see, as far as
it's a man's role.
No, right. But you see, no. But hear what I'm saying. To be a feminist, yeah, or feminism, any type of ism is an idea. Yeah. So now we're dealing with an idea, which is a lot different to a physical attribute. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Because we are physically masculine. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So to that degree,
yeah, but you also have men that are feminine.
I hear you, but when you say a man that's feminine, that means that man is basing his actions and his behaviors on certain ideas still. So it's still an action based on an idea.
No, but he's born like that. You got men that are born like that.
I don't know if this is the thing. Like, if we're gonna go into this conversation, yeah, like I want us to be on, like, you know, level terms, like thinking on the same lines, in it, so we can have that discussion then, yeah. And I will say to you that I don't believe there's a behavior that you can exhibit that you didn't learn from somewhere. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to exhibit it.
Sorry, what was that? Repeat that one.
All right, let me say it in a different way. I don't believe you could perform an exercise or a behavior without having learned that behavior from somewhere else. Otherwise, you wouldn't be performing that exercise or behavior because you wouldn't know of it.
Pretty much saying you wouldn't know something if you ain't never seen it before.
No, fam. I think that is. I think you can do, because you learn to walk. Maybe it's because you see people walking, but that's something that you're meant to do. Your brain knows to do that.
I hear you, but I'll give you the reason why I say this. Yeah, if you look at history, for example, then you look at the example of music. Then, yeah, there was a time where Europeans, they didn't have music the way we have music in Africa and in the Caribbean and places, like a 4/4 beat pattern. Yeah, they used to do like 4/3 and 4/2 and mad beat patterns, like crazy, like some crazy dances where you have to go exactly to the song or it just all falls apart. Now, it's a very African or very black theme to bring in this 4/4 beat pattern where it's 4 beats matched by 4 beats in segments. Do you know what I'm trying to say? In bars and chords and XYZ coming in over the top of it. Now, this is because of the drums. Do you feel where I'm coming from? Now, obviously, if one doesn't know about drums, you've never seen a drum before, you never heard a drum before, you're unlikely to start just playing drums. You might have seen a different instrument.
But what you're saying is women, they do see others behave like this because they have friends that do it, and they'll sit down and they'll say, listen, do the boy this, or this is what should happen.
So it's all
but you have people that
this is the point I'm making. It's all learned behaviors. So, like I was saying, like you said that there's some man that act feminine. Now, to act anything, you have to have learned it, because otherwise you wouldn't be acting. You would just be. Do you feel where I'm coming from? Now, once we've established that, is where I wanted to move on with the conversation, because now we're kind of on the same kind of wavelength in the sense of, we have to learn a behavior before we execute it. I think that, when we're dealing with the ideas of like feminism, I think that's where things become dangerous, because there's no male counterpart to feminism, first and foremost. Yeah. Secondly, it puts women in a position where it's like, it's like it's almost like a rebellious kind of group, yeah, where you're fighting against something. So you're fighting against men, yeah, but the men ain't fighting against you.
Yeah, this is what I'm telling you. You have some people that takes it overboard. It's good to champion that a woman should have same right as us or same pay as us. That's what feminism was about. You get me? But you have some people, you have some women that are taking it overboard where they're outright hating us.
Yeah, I think, you know what? My honest opinion on this is, like, you've got all of these different isms and schisms going on in the world, so we never get to the real meat on the bones, the real problem. So, for instance, when we look at the disproportionate distribution of wealth around the planet, so majority of black people are poorer than majority of white people, and this is fact. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Majority of wealth is monopolized by a small minority. This is fact. Now, when we look at it like that, these are bigger problems that we need to be dealing with. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And looking at things objectively and saying, if we're products of our environment, to an extent, it's the environment that's making us a particular way. It's the environment that's set for the woman to live in that's making her think that she has to get this and that out of you, because otherwise, she's missing out on something. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So she had to learn.
Big up Muslim minds, yeah? Big up Muslim minds, man. Just jumped in, yeah?
Big up Moss.
Yeah, don't know Mossy.
Big up.
Good, bro.
But I think it's a dangerous thing where, like you said, you got other women, conversating with women, who may be young women new to all of this, and these are the kind of conversations they're getting into, and these are the kind of behaviors they're learning to use their body as a weapon, XYZ. Sex sells. That's where it is. That's what it is in 2020. Previously, sex was a very private thing. It was something that was, very taboo, in certain respects. But now sex is just sex sells. It's just that thing that we can see on the internet anytime we want.
What are you saying then? What are you saying then, Chef?
I'm saying that I think that because society's become this way, the woman, the feminist woman especially, and maybe the lesbian, then they've become emasculated. So for instance, how can I put this? Not that I think it's the women are less likely to submit in this day and age. They believe that they have the power to run things, innit? They have the power to rule the roost, innit? So it's going to be difficult for you as a man to run your household unless you can find a submissive woman.
Run the roost anyway, bro. You be in the room with the baddest man in that room, bro, and what's his phone ring at 4 a.m. and it says wife. What's that man their reaction?
Well, who rules the roost in your house, Muslims? Tell us. Does she run things?
Gypsy, man, gypsies, bro. Nah,
right.
All jokes aside, bro. It's 50-50 my side.
50-50. I'll be honest, where I come from,
it's got to be 50-50 in the house.
You see where I come from, yeah. I run things, innit? That's it. There ain't no if.
What, in your house?
Yeah, I run things.
When you say you run things, what does that mean?
When I say I run things,
I was going to say the same thing.
I get the final say in it. Like, I don't run things in the respect of there's things that my partner can do better than me. So in that respect, she runs things. But overall, keeping
You
our
have the executive power.
yeah,
That's right.
overall to keep our lifestyle within a certain, order, and to keep our prospects in a particular way in alignment. I think that I take the lead role in that. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And I think that it's important as men for us to take the lead role in that and guiding the family, guiding the household, making sure that people are, not just necessarily living up to our expectations, but are meeting their own personal what's the word?
Abilities.
That's it, abilities, and and looking to better themselves, not just in a controlling way, but no, I'm saying yeah, I'm not saying in a controlling way. I just mean in the sense of if I know someone, who is, for instance, then she's a female and she does everyone's nails. She just does her friend's nails. She just does it for fun. Yeah, she ain't got a job or whatever, but she's cool or whatever,
Shifra.
Bro.
You said, where you come from, you run things, and now
I run things.
Yeah.
Now let me finish because
explain what you mean properly when you say you run things. Because that don't talking about nails and all that don't.
You can't cut off a man. You can't cut off a man halfway between his paragraph and then say you don't understand. That don't make sense. So here what I'm gonna say now, So let's say this woman, she's a baby mother, whatever, and she, as a hobby, she does nails, she does art or whatever, and she's just good at it, and she just does it for her friends. And then you realize, you're actually good at something. You can make some money from this. You can guide her and say, you know what, maybe rather than just doing your friends' nails, advertise, do a little Facebook page, put yourself out there, and you can advise that person and try to guide them into doing things that are, going to better them as much as.
I don't know. That just sounds like a complicated relationship to me personally.
Cause I don't know. Hold on a minute. Hold on, God's gift, bro. Hold on, God's gift, bro. Hold on. Schiffer, how you got the film playing in the background when man's on the live, bro?
Was he watching Scarface?
TV and the TV is turned down stupid low. I don't even know how you can hear that.
But before you was clicking in and out, but now you're not.
No, she just turned it literally turned the mute button off just now.
Cause I'm listening to the whole show. I know I'm not on the screen, but I'm listening, bro. It's in my ear.
Yeah,
I can hear TVs and stuff in the background, bro.
Hey, so Schiffer, so what you say? You run your show, you run your household, basically. You run things in your This is gone.
I think we all do subconsciously. We all know that.
Nah,
I like to think I do. I obviously don't. I'm not oppressive. I hope I'm not oppressive. And I want my woman to have as much say and whatever. She can do what she wants and whatnot. But yeah, I would like to think, I lead and cool. You get me? As a man, and she as a woman.
Me personally, I've just never thought that.
I'm gonna have to jump.
You're as good as the woman you're with, innit?
Yeah, the house we got is a house we got together, innit? I've never thought like I control anything really more than what I got.
Yeah, same. Team thing, man.
Yeah,
we built this family together.
Yeah. As long as it's not oppressive, you get me?
Like, it is oppressive when you say that, though.
You think so? No, man.
So the thing is, it's 2020, well, 2021 now. It's not like the way it sounds like how someone's saying it sounds like it's like slavery towards women still, bro.
Yeah, man, definitely.
Like, because man has to be the boss in the house and things like that. Like the women, I don't understand how man's saying it, bro.
Yeah. It's like I said. For me, when I say it, it's not like raw man has to be the boss. Like you steep hair, I do this. I just feel like no oppressive thing. It's like raw. As I'm a man, it's my nature to be a man. A lion's a lion, innit? Get me?
Yeah.
A lion is.
Right. Check this though. Yeah. I don't know how there's pure.
I think you have to take the lead in certain situations. Like if you
check
look
this though,
Yo, boom, check this, yeah. If someone come knocking at my door trying to create arms house, I'm not gonna let my girl take the lead and say, yeah, boom, it's 50-50. Let me go to the front. You know what I'm saying? But
no, of course,
but not just in that though, bro. I mean, in the sense of.
But me and my missus has handled people together though, and I'm just being real, innit?
All right, forget about all that. Let's
you know what I mean? About that. Even I don't want her to get involved though, but she's thorough.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah,
maybe that was a bad example for me. Still.
I know it was. It was a good example, but
Bad
bad
one,
one still.
That's a small side of things. Like if we
Well,
look
you know,
at the
I know what
broader
you're saying. I know what you're
perspective,
saying.
if we look at the broader perspective, yeah, what we need to understand is, yeah, like the way society is set up here, a woman is looking for a man, obviously, who is an achiever. He's doing something with himself. He's got aspirations. He's going to make something of his life so he can support her and his children, you know, when he gets to a certain point. As well as a woman should have her own aspirations and look to chip in and do what she can do to ensure the same.
Yeah,
Innit?
but if you say stuff like, I run things in the house, to me, your woman should be living like a queen then, bro.
Yeah, but here what I'm going to say to you, yeah? Here what I'm going to say to you. This is why I honestly believe, yeah? I believe if you are around, for instance, some women have just got their head screwed on, innit? If you're around a particular type of woman, you're probably not going to need to have that type of a view because she's got things
it's not, but this is what I'm saying, Shiv.
You keep cutting my sentences, bro. Serious. You keep cutting my sentences, bro. Like, not even being funny.
The thing is, Shiv, you always go on about this.
No. Do you know what? You don't even know what I'm talking about. And you've cut my sentence.
Like more from your point of view sometimes, isn't it? Instead of saying about that. I don't get where you're coming from.
Hear what I'm saying. If
one at a time, guys, man.
If I'm talking, then it is my point of view. But if you keep cutting off my sentences, it just makes me lose my train of thought. I can't remember what I was saying because I can't remember. That's what I said.
Yo, listen, if I go in your
let us breathe a little, man. Let us breathe.
It's all good. Yeah. But I do keep cutting him though.
So if I come in your house and it ain't running right, yeah, I'm not gonna look at your woman and say, oh, it's your woman's fault. I'm gonna look at you as the man, bro. You get me? You as a man supposed to have your thing in order, and you get me? Behind every great man is behind every successful man is a strong woman. That's how I strong.
Yeah, that's an old school saying. It's true. But if you go into your sister's house now, you're gonna be looking at your sister. How comes it's not running right? You're not gonna look at her man, are you?
Of course I will. I'll be looking at her man. Look, what type of man you're with? You're meant to be a man that's controlling the situation, keeping your thing running properly.
Nah,
that can help me.
I'm not looking at her man, bro. I'm looking at my sister.
Do you know what? I just remember what I was gonna say. Yeah, like what I was saying is this year, in the logistics of the world we live in, yeah. No woman ain't looking for no man that's less than her, innit? That's you know, like, for instance, she ain't looking for a man that's broke. She ain't looking for a man that's dumb, innit? Like, if you're a man and you got a woman who's smarter than you and richer than you, I believe that you could be in a lot of problems. That's my personal opinion, but there's people who can. I believe that if you're a man who's got a woman who's a lot smarter and a lot richer than you, you could find yourself in problems. But I believe there's people who can live through that situation as well. So every man's dynamics is different. Some men can handle that. But I think that the dynamics of the world we live in, most women expect their man to be smarter and they would expect their man to have more money than them. I don't know why the world is that way, but that's just what I've been seeing. So I think due to that being, you know, the logistics of the environment, you know, I think
the man has to be the boss. Then
I think a good woman with a good couple. If you're a man and you've got a good woman, I think that woman just wants you to build something good together.
No, I agree with that. I just think that most women,
woman, like there's a lot of couples out there where the woman earns more than the man, but they live cool.
I'm gonna be honest with you, yeah. I believe, you see the same way. Most men don't go for women, they're not out looking for women that are taller than them. I believe most men are like that. But I think there are men who will go for tall women. I don't think that doesn't exist. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And I think it's the same thing with a man and a woman and, you know, wealth and intelligence. You know, if a woman's very intelligent, she usually wants to be around an intelligent man.
Let me say something. I think we got to stop having these type of conversations with no women on the panel.
I hear you, but you could bring a woman.
We need, someone in the chat, jump up, but we're not gonna rush you. You're not gonna get bum rushed. You know what I mean? Just jump up and just have a little say in it. Western goddess, you have a lot to say all the time, but you never jump on. You know what I mean?
Brethren, how many women do you know, like especially good-looking ones that go for broke guys?
Shall I be honest with you, Schiffer? I don't know what type of girls you've been around, bro, but there's some girls with some good hearts out there.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
It's true. Maybe you're just meeting them. Maybe you're meeting the wrong ones, cause like not like obviously, you know what I'm saying in the past.
I'm not saying there isn't. I'm asking a question. And you've just posed.
Because there's some girls out there, yeah, that are getting their money, fam. They don't even care if the man's making more money, as long as you're doing something. You understand what I'm trying to say, bro?
I hear you. No, I'm hearing you, but
if they're doing something, then you can work. It's just depends what type of girl. What age group of girl are you talking about? Because that's
all right. Listen to the question again, because that wasn't the answer to the question. I'll ask the question in a more direct manner. How many women you know out there that will go for a man that has zero money?
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Definitely.
They might have had. Listen, the same girl. Listen, the same girl you're talking about might have had a man before with money and thought he was a dickhead, bro. So she might go for something different, bro. You never know. You get me?
Do you think that would be the majority, though?
She might go for a man with money that wants to, with no money, that wants to achieve something. It just depends, bro.
Do you think that would be the majority of women, though?
I can't speak for the majority because I'm not a woman. That's why I'm saying we need someone to come up.
No, I'm not saying I don't want you to know. I don't want you to speak for them. I'm just saying, what do you think? Just an opinion. On opinion.
What I think doesn't matter. We need facts, bro. You know what I'm saying? But all I know is this:
matters. This is a talk show, man.
So what are you saying? So you're saying that there's no rich girl out here with no broken man? Is that what you're saying?
Bro,
so why you get certain man? So why you get hold on.
Never said.
So why you get certain man out there that go and get gal and then they get car out in their name and do this and do that, and certain man. Hold up, Cuzzy, hold on. You said that you don't like man butting in. Listen to what I'm saying. No, seriously, listen. So you're making me lose my train of thought.
That wasn't me talking, bro.
There's some girls out here. Sorry, I can't see the screen right now. There's some girls out here that stop it, bro. There's some girls out here.
What are they desirable?
That have had enough. They don't. So what are you saying? That all girls are gold diggers? Then is that what you're saying?
No, but them type of girls, are they desirables though? Because some
I disagree.
Some man do get them type of girl, but it's not really like they really like them. They just want them for the wealth or whatever they can get in it. You know,
but man must be going to the wrong place to get girl or something. Cause I don't know where man's going to get girl.
Your thing's strong. You get me? But I'm just saying, like, you get me?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, bro, you get me? I say
a large number.
A large number. I don't know, man. I don't know. Who's that? Who jumped in the back there? Someone jumped in the back there.
Yeah, I'll just say a large number, man. I'm not going to say all because I don't think we can ever paint all of anything with all of any group with one brush. I don't think we can do that, but I think that we can look at the logistics of the world we live in and we can see consistently, you know, that majority of women expect men to be the provider, which means they're expecting more from the man than the man.
I can't say we ain't got the numbers, bro. We can't say that we ain't got the numbers
like that.
We have got
the numbers, bro. You talking about them girl them that you talking about hey. You talking about them girl them that go club and wait for man to come out? You talking about them girl?
No, we're just talking about the reality of the logistics of society.
No, but it's good. There's good type of women in it.
I met some girl that don't even care about money like that, bro. I don't know what you men are talking about, bro.
Social stereotype of a
Hey, Chef, do you have daughters?
Yeah, I do. But I'm saying the social stereotype of a female, is that she expects a man to pick up the bill at the end of the night, especially in the same sense. A man, you know, enough men are like that as well.
Pick up the bill at the end of the night, bro.
I've got you, so therefore,
you're
making me right. You're saying I'm wrong. Then you're saying
you got to make your mind up. Me, Dad, you want to
you got to make your mind up. Listen, you got to make your mind up, innit? Listen, you gotta make your minds up. He's more expected of one second. Is more expected of the man than is expected of the woman. Let's make our minds up. Come on, we're going back and forth.
See, I might be old school. I'm a gentleman because I'd feel funny going out and make anything. That's just me, though.
I've got you. I'm the same way, bro. I'm the same way.
My daughter come back and she said to me, Dad, he asked me to go halves in the bill. I'll tell you, listen, don't even go back. Don't go nowhere near that bill again.
Make sure you had your half.
When you start going halves and stuff in shops, what's going to happen when it comes? What else are you going to go halves on?
Hey, go skip. I'm muting everybody.
Wrong.
Now listen. Hey, Simi RD, is that a female?
Yeah, I am a female. Hello. Someone has to come up and represent the women.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
There's a lot of talk going on right now.
That's what I'm saying. You hear these guys? Are you hearing these guys? Huh?
Not these guys, bro. There's only one guy. There's only one man.
Can I ask
There's only one doing
it. All right then, because you lot are trying to address me.
Hey, Shipper, cut the talk, bro. The woman's on the thing, bro. Come on.
Yeah, I just want to ask you a question. I want to ask her a question. So,
let her talk first.
Let her talk. Let her talk. Let the question debating. Just let her talk, man, and just let her get her thing out.
So first of all, when you were talking earlier about narcissist women and the children, using the children and stuff like that, it's like, yeah, they're definitely out there, same as men. But I think also it needs to be remembered, some of these women are just hurt women that have been hurt in that relationship by that man. And that's her way, dealing with her, well, not necessarily dealing with it, but reacting to the situation, the pain that she felt from that man, and she's trying to use the children to get him back.
Yeah, that's
is that mine?
No, it's got to be.
But is it right? Is it right?
It's raining and it might be noise from the rain.
I was on mute, man.
But Simeon,
so I think that's
who wants to,
because remember, men and women ain't the same.
Hold on, guys, hold on. Like, let's try and just have a breather because you're making me talk over each other now. Yeah, let's just pace this thing down. Right now, who's got questions for Simeon? Yeah,
I've got a question.
but not like attacking questions though.
About what?
Let's get some information. Let's get some information and have.
I don't think she was even.
And also, I want to hear Simeon's thoughts on men.
Yeah, let me go. I want to hear your thoughts on men. Let me go first.
Right.
All right. This one's to a lady, isn't it? Because I've got daughters, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. And this one's this one's towards shift. Well, mainly towards shift, isn't it? Because he said about being the boss in the house. Yeah. So, do you think that is right about a man being the boss in the house? Because I don't raise my daughter to be boss by no man. Yeah. When they do,
me too.
Like when they do,
you know what? I think that's
a 50-50 thing. The way they see,
I think that's right. I think it's 50-50.
My partner did it. Yeah.
No, I think it's 50-50. I think there was a time where that was the way things were, when we lived in a completely different world, where women were at home looking after the kids and men were going out there hunting and bringing back the food. And that's a whole different situation to what we're living in now. More time in this day and age, both people need to be working to survive.
Yeah.
Both, whether the women's got children or not, and you're sharing a household, both people need to be out there actively making money.
True.
So it has to be a 50-50 situation.
You know, they got a disability or something. You know what I'm saying?
Can I respond
certain
to
cultures.
that?
Oh,
Bia, but Bia.
Whoa, man.
What?
What's wrong?
What's the hyena thing about, man? Let's take time.
Bia, can I speak?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, go through.
Bia, what I'm saying is, you see me, because I don't want you to. I know a lot of people listen to this. I'm not saying boss, you know. I'm not saying yo come and boss up my woman, you know. I'm just saying, be a man, pay for my bills, look after the woman, pay for the shopping, try to be a man as a man, just not boss. You understand, cuz? I'm not doing like no bully guy thing, no. That's what I'm. That's all I mean.
But when you talk about so that's really you talking about like taking more of a role of a man in a kind of comfortable kind of way.
This being 50-50,
cool.
isn't it?
That's cool. But you bringing in the money and paying for things and whatever, does that mean that you have some kind of control over the household? Or does it mean that you're just living and doing what a king does, and she's the queen in the house too, and everybody's doing their thing? Which one is it?
I have a question.
Wait. Let the other question be answered first, man.
Hey, Simi just asked. Hey, hold on a minute. Simi just asked you a lot of questions.
No, she's speaking to O. She's speaking to O.
Yeah, and Simia, I agree with you. Just what you said, just like that.
I actually wanted to respond to what she said as well. That I think what you say here, I think in theory it sounds good, but I think what we have to do is we have to start separating words. So when we start talking about the head of something and the breadwinner or the person who is the main contributor, as far as finance is concerned, we have to be able to separate things and understand the difference. And then we can start to get to the point where I'm at with it when I say, the man is the head. Because when you're the head, that means you're the leader, innit? So when you lead, you don't just lead by splashing money around the place. You lead by example first. Do you feel where I'm coming from? Now, in leading by example, this is why I would suggest that it's expected of the man, if you went out on the first date, he's going to pay. Do you know what I'm trying to say? In fact, every time he's going to pay. If you wanted to do something, you want to fix the house, he's going to fix the house, If you want to go on a holiday, he find the money and you don't go on a holiday. Do you know what I'm trying to say? You might find a percentage, you might even find the money certain time. But ultimately, when it comes to organizing your lives and preparing yourselves for the outside world, he's going to lead by example. And you're going to have to follow suit because he's got to protect that house. Do you know where I'm coming from? So,
but what if the girl does? What if the girl's a black belt and the guy ain't there?
All right, when we put it in perspective, like that, here's what I'm going to say to you. This is where the real this is where you work it out based on biology and based on the logistics of normal everyday to-day life, what we're used to, what the norms of society are. Now there is going to be circumstances where the woman is probably more physically adept than the man and can handle certain situations better, and she might take the leading role in that household. That man might even be more effeminate because of it. He might feel more relaxed about things because he's got protection in it. He's got a 24-hour bodyguard. I don't go for that type of thing.
You go too deep.
No, but them men that they listen, them women are out there. There are women out there, that are big and it will mash you up. Yeah, they're big shoulders, big arms. Like the bicep and the tricep is popping out. It's crazy.
But if that's the case, then Shifa, is that when is she the boss then? If she's bigger than you, she's got biceps, is she running things in the house?
In that case, let's put it in perspective. Let's say that man has a different perspective on reality to what is the norm, and he's very feminine, and he goes for that type of woman who's very butch, and he feels protected around her, and she's the one who's then leading the household and making the decisions about how we interact with our environment. I would say, that probably works for them. Do you know what I'm trying to say? But when we look at the norms of society, your average, alpha male, who can protect his woman, he can protect his household, he can, lead his household into society and, keep dignity surrounding their name, XYZ. I think the woman should be more submissive to and inducive, not necessarily submissive, more inducive to what's the word?
You know what it is? You said it, I think you said it earlier, Shifa. You said it's the words.
Shifa,
And so far, you said you run things in the house. You talked about how the woman must be submissive. Yeah, you go back and you change it a little bit, but you're throwing it out there. You understand?
It's kind of true, though, isn't it? But to an extent, though, if I'm going to say to you, you see, men, we are naturally aggressive. Yeah, if you walk into a room full of men, we will fight about decision making. Yeah, when you got a bunch of brothers and there's one PlayStation and we all want to play, but two of us want to play one game, one wants to play another game. The two will fight the other one. You're not playing no more. That's it. We're playing, isn't it? If you don't want to agree, too bad. If you we will show. There will be a show of force, is what I'm trying to say. Now, because a woman is not naturally adept to that situation, and there are some who are adept, but not majority. So because of that situation, we have this dominance among us. That's just natural to us. Now,
what's that got to do with your house, though, bro?
No, I think here's what I'm going to say to you. I think because of that, we're constantly we're constantly building our awareness of the world around us and how to interact with it and keep ourselves safe in it. So we have to lead in it. And the woman sometimes is a bit scatty in keeping herself safe. I'm gonna be honest, because a woman has to be a lot more trusting of people.
Except now that we're living in a time because there's a queen, every woman want to lead now.
No, but I'm saying a woman has to be a lot more protective of herself. A woman, like if you got a real man around, a real man could hurt you as a woman. and you have to adhere to that. So when we put it in perspective, you have to be a lot more guarded about the way you interact with people. When there's a man around, you no longer have to be so guarded. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Because that man
A
can
real man, bro, wouldn't hurt a woman in the first place.
Right. But I'm just saying, at the end of the day, when you're with a real man, he can now lead the way. That's why he's leading. Do you understand? That's the whole point.
So you think he should rule the house then? Because of that.
It's not, no, but you're saying rule the house. You're using a different word.
No, you said rule the house.
I didn't say rule the house.
You said you run things.
You said you run things around there. That was your words.
Listen, I have the final say in it. As a man, I'm supposed to have the final say. If you as a woman come to me and say, listen, I'm going X, Y, Z, and I know that it's a bad idea, and I say to you, nah, that's a bad idea. There's a point where, you know, you have to be reasonable enough to understand. Otherwise, you learn the hard way, innit?
Yo, Shiffer.
What's that then? What's the hard way?
The hard way is like, you know, when your parents told you about learn the hard way, those who don't hear that must feel and X, Y. That's what the hard way is.
So does the hard way come from you, or does the hard way come from when she went and decided to go anyway?
Yeah, the hard way comes from when you went and decided to go anywhere, and the problem that was told to you was going to arises, and now you're in the problem, and now the same person who told you that that problem was going to arise has now got to come and sort out the problem, and now it's created a further problem because now it's just discord.
That sounds a little bit messed up to me, bro.
But that's what I'm trying. That's why I asked you if you had a daughter, bro.
It depends on the context of what you're talking about.
Sorry to cut everyone.
I think in the context, like I said, it's those who don't hear must feel, innit?
Yeah, but it depends, isn't it? It depends.
Crazy. What are you talking
Depends
You
what
said
you're
that.
talking
You
about.
said that already, but yo, Shiffer, one sec, Shift.
Go on, BR.
Yeah, that's why I asked you if you have a daughter. So if your daughter, when your daughter becomes older, yeah, if she's with a man that thinks the way you think, how do you think that relationship is going to be? Are you going to be satisfied with that?
I think that when you can understand the way that the words are being used, like it's turning into semantics now, basically, yeah, where we're talking about the head of the house and leading and leading by one second and leading by example. So you see, if I'm leading by example, anything I expect of you, I must have expected from myself first and demonstrated first. Do you understand? So to that degree, one second.
So hold on.
One second. So to that degree, I believe that there's no point in me getting with someone who doesn't have the same moral, basic upstanding that I have. You know,
there's not going to be a lot of girls that run with what you're saying.
I get you. There might not be a lot, but the fact of the matter
is, I don't want them girls. I don't want them girls.
The fact of the matter is, you might not. This is what I'm trying to say. You hear what I'm trying to say?
Don't you think, Shiffer, you have to ask yourself, don't you think that she can lead you in some situations? Sometimes, as a woman, she can lead you.
Listen,
and that's why she's
great women, aren't they?
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be totally honest with you. Yes, you're right. And the only reason I'll say you're right is for this. Yeah, there's always going to be things that I'm better at than you and you're better at than me. Indeed. And that's the fact of that is hear what I'm saying? That is a fact of life. Now, the fact that, hold on 1 second, the fact that I can demonstrate that and adhere to it and understand it, then that would play a vital part of the logistics of any relationship that I chose to be in. Do you understand? So the other person would always get the same respect. If they could point out some error in my ways or some error in something I was doing, of course I'd adhere to it. But that's why I'm leading. That's
why you're leading.
Yeah, that's the whole reason I'm leading in the first place. Because I'm going to tell you, listen, I'm going to be 100% honest with you. Yeah, you see, one thing that a man doesn't suffer with that a woman suffers with. You don't suffer with certain types of hormones. You don't suffer with bleeding once a month. You don't suffer with certain types of health aspects that a woman suffers with. Basically, long story short. So for that reason, certain times, you know, a woman's going to need to be guided. Don't that make sense?
It's just a man's job to support a woman, isn't it?
That's what I'm saying about it being 50-50. Because for the way I look at it is, you can learn from each other. Yeah, you and your partner, you can both learn from each other. So for me, it's more about, it's a balance. It's a 50-50 thing. It's not about.
It's when you say 50-50, what you have to understand is, when you now hold on 1 second, let me address the 50-50, because when you say 50-50, there's never going to be a point where you have to deal with a man in the same way that you have to deal with a woman biologically, because of her emotions or his emotions. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Which is why we have certain norms in society. We have certain phrases within society, like be a man. It's not be a woman, it's be a man. There's a reason for that.
Are you all right, bro?
Bro, have you never heard no one say be a man about
it? And that's another thing. I think that's another thing that's been a little bit misconstrued in this conversation this evening, is that there's a difference between a woman who's a woman by age and number and a woman who's a woman by mentality. Because you can find big people who are in their 40s, 50s and 60s, but yet their mindset is still very much like a 18, 19, 20-year-old little girl.
Yeah, no, I see what you did there, but it's the way you're using the word. The context of the way I'm using the word is, someone being in an emotional state and, someone saying, be a man about it, man up, buck up, that kind of talk. Whereas with a woman,
so you're saying then, yeah? So you're saying, so do you think a man who does everything 50-50 is not manning up?
I don't think he's not manning up. I think that, I think that. Anyway, so like I was saying, I think that if that enables him to, to run his household in a manner what is productive, then I don't see a problem with it.
And then you should be providing a lot more than that man who's doing 50-50 then.
I don't think
that's what I'm saying.
I think that's a delusion.
What are you talking about? If you're saying if you're saying what you're saying, I expect your missus to be living like a bloody queen, bro.
I hear you, but that's because
unless you're one of these manipulative.
No, but you know what?
Boyfriends who kind of
you've got a
control your missus.
Now, do you know what it is? You've got a certain type of perspective because of the type of man that you are, innit? But as Panero said earlier on, one second, let me finish. As Panero said earlier on, you're gonna find certain man that ain't got two pence to rub together, but they got some rich girl that love them off and will buy them everything and do anything, ride or die. And there's a reason for that, because what you have to understand is she has realized that, you know what, this type of man, to some extent in her mind, she sees him in some way as an alpha. Yeah, he can handle himself in some way that she likes, and now she's attracted to that. So
that's not always the case. I know somebody.
I never said always. Never said always.
I don't even think that's the.
Hold on. Listen, guys. No, hold on, guys. Hold on, yeah. Not all the time. So listen. No, hold on, man. Hold on, yeah. You just said something how a woman feels, yeah. So let the woman speak. She's on her own on the panel, so let her speak. Let her say her part.
Can I finish my sentence first?
Yeah, she can.
You said enough, man. You said enough, Schiffer, man.
I don't think I've said enough, man. I don't think that's fair,
man.
But
you just about me. So let the woman talk. 1 minute, Panero.
If I don't,
you just said something about me. So let the woman talk, and then I'm gonna approach you what you just said back about me, innit? Because you just said once again about something about that's the type of person I am. But I've been married. I've been with my woman for 20 years. 50-50 everything. I put on the phone now. Panero knows all about me and my missus, bruv. Don't be coming to me about my missus. My missus ain't no slave around there. That's my queen.
All right, so that's the type of man that you are. All right, I got you. I don't understand.
No, because bruv, I'm telling him. I said the one simple thing. Or are you a type of manipulative type? No, I said anyway, yeah, because I'm pissed off. Yeah, but it's in one simple question. The man said to me, that's the type of person you may be. Stop coming telling me what the type of person I am when you don't know me, brother.
God's gift.
Hold on.
You don't know me, Schiff. You don't know me, so stop telling me what type of person I am, because them type of comments, bro. That's when it gets personal. All right.
Come on, guys, man. Chill. It ain't that serious, man. It's just an online chat, man.
No, but don't have them digs at me, though, brother. When you don't know about my life, don't make comments on my life.
No, I know. I didn't hear that. I didn't hear it, but if you're saying that's what happened,
comments on his life, so don't come and tell me nothing about my life, seriously.
You're saying that I'm taking digs at you.
Seriously, don't be like that, brother.
Hey, Shipper, take that conversation. conversation right now, bro. Don't even go back into it, bro. Did that, yeah? I told you not to. I want to hear Simi's thing, yeah? Disrespect what man's saying, respect each other, yeah? And Madman Menace. I don't like them type of comments, G. Yeah? Like, we don't like them type of comments, my brother. That one there that you done there. You know the one I'm talking about, G. So try and refrain from that, my G, yeah?
Respectful.
All right, guys. Now, Simi, do you want to say your part?
Yeah,
if you even remember what it was.
Remember what was the comment? I can't even remember now. I think yeah, no, that's it. It was where Shifa, you was just talking about certain types of women when they got money and they pick up a guy that ain't got nothing, and it's because they see him as an alpha, etc. But in my experience as a woman, looking at other women that I've seen in that situation, that's not the reason why they get with the man. There's more to it. It's much more about her and her insecurities and her feeling like she can control the relationship and hold on to the relationship because she can pour money in his direction. It never works out that way, but I've seen it with a couple of people, a couple girls I know. I see it. That's what it is. I've never seen as a woman that gets with a man because like she sees, yeah, I've got loads of money and you're an alpha, so I want you. It's never really been like that.
Hear what I'm saying. I don't know if you're hearing yourself here, but I'm gonna be honest with you, sis. Yeah, what you just said actually makes me right, and I don't think you realize it. So let me break it down for you.
Okay, break it down for me then.
As far as like you said, those women, yeah, they get with men who ain't got nothing because they feel like, you know what, if I can give him something, he's gonna stay around. What they're doing, they're giving him all of the control. He now becomes the alpha.
No. She's not going in with that. That's not what she's going in with. She's going in with her being the one who's in control and feeling safe in the relationship because he, bottom line, don't have a pot to piss in. So anything he needs, where it's either a bed or a roof over his head or food in his belly, even down to clothes on his back and shoes on his foot, she feels safe because she's providing that for him. It never lasts.
Hear what I'm saying, sis?
It never lasts. But I'm telling you,
is she really in control, or is she being manipulated? Yeah, because in the same
no, that's what I said. She thinks she's in control.
Do what I'm saying.
She thinks she's in control. That's what she's going in for. That's what she thinks.
Listen, Shifa, listen to me, Shifa. Bro, you're always saying you don't like people talking over you. Let the woman speak, man. Slow down a little bit, brother.
As a woman.
You know how we do things over here, bro. We know how we do things over here. This ain't no debating channel, bro. Feel me, bro?
We're not debating, though.
It sounds like a different channel we're on, bro. I'm not trying to do all that. I just want people to have their say, bro. Feel me?
She's having her say.
No, I'm getting a headache,
bro. I think, yeah, we should change the subject, bro. Because whatever.
No. We're not changing the subject. We're not changing the subject because we've got a lady on the panel right now, Moss. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is, Moss. We haven't had a lady on the panel.
I think we should give everybody a chance to speak. That's what I think.
That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Without interruption.
When someone's talking, talking, let them finish. And also, when you're talking, don't talk for too long, so people want to jump in.
Yeah,
you can't ask 10 questions and expect man to sit on the sideline.
Have a say. Go on.
All right.
Yeah, I pretty much said what I needed to in that respect with that situation there when you're talking about women with money and picking up guys who ain't got nothing.
Do you know what? I honestly kind of got that gist that you would kind of come to the end of what you were saying and you was reiterating. But obviously, I get that other people, on the panel may feel like, they just want to give you space, innit? So as long as you feel like you've had space, what I wanted to say to you was, in retrospective, when some of them women look back, they may realize that, this man, he now becomes the alpha because if he wanted to, he could be in any amount of women's house doing the exact same thing. And them be the wiser.
And they usually are. They usually are. The women that I have come across that have got into that situation is exactly what's going on, which is why it never works out. And they jump straight out of the frying pan and straight back into the fire because they go back into the same situation. Because It's much more about that woman. It's not that she looks at the guy and thinks that he's some kind of alpha and like, yeah, this man, he's got it all together. He's a strong guy. You know, we're going to build and move forward together. No, it's because she feels that she can control with her money, keeping this man in her life. Bottom line. It's not that she sees an alpha.
Sometimes though, not all the time.
Temporary happiness.
Yeah, sometimes, but I'm just saying, from my point of view as a female that's had many female friends and seen this situation play out over and over again, that's what it's been.
Yeah, but the problem with that is this, yeah. The problem with that is, don't get me wrong, yeah. She could play Mr. Man, yeah, and she can buy the dinners and, you know, play the masculine role and be the provider. But ultimately, if she gets pregnant, she's still gonna be the one with the baby inside of her, innit? She will never be the man, innit? That's the real truth of it.
Yeah, that's happened too. I see that happen too. Yeah, it happens. That's what I'm saying. It was never that, you know, it's about being the man is an alpha. It's about her feeling insecure and feeling like that's the only way she can maintain a relationship is basically buying a man.
But then when you look at it like that, that now becomes a weakness. And being an alpha is not about weakness. It's about a show of strength. And this is what I'm trying to say to you. There's some women in relationships that are the alpha, not because they spend all of the money or because they got all the money, but because they got the man wrapped around their finger. Yeah. And that man is so obsessed with that woman. Yeah. If she says blink, he blinks 1,000 times. If she says jump, he's going to jump as high as possible, jump off a building. Do you know, like that? So when we look at it like that, in that situation, there's women who are the alpha. Let's be honest. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, but I think your point before was that the man, they're going for that man because they see him as an alpha. And what I was saying was, no, that's not necessarily the case.
Yeah, but I think that I'm just going, but
Yo, I got something to say after everyone.
Yeah, I just want to finish on this statement and you can go, Moss. I just want to say what I'm talking about is what we see as, you know, the norms of society, what's expected by society, what is in, you know, the rhetoric of every film and, you know, basically what they're teaching our kids when they're growing up, how they're supposed to act in relationships, X, Y, Z, what we was learning, you know, like, don't get me wrong. I see inconsistencies in it, but I'm just saying based on that, you know, I think that, you know, a man becomes the alpha because a man is expected to do more.
Okay. That's a little bit different to what we was talking about before, though.
Yeah, but no, but the reason I say alpha the reason I say alpha is because if we're talking about the alpha, we look at a wolf pack. The alpha leads the pack, so he becomes the leader. He's now the head, like the spearhead of the tribe. Now that don't mean that he's a dictatorship. That don't mean that he's the ruler and, you know, he just flipping bosses everyone around. Do you feel what I'm trying to say? But you can't have two captains on a ship. That don't make sense. You don't have two captains on a football team. It don't make sense. You got one captain, isn't it?
Can I talk now, bro?
Yeah, go ahead.
Second wolf is just as important, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Bro, I had my car crash at Christmas last year, innit? Not the one just been, the one before, yeah? I was making big P, bro. And then for about 6 months, I was fucked because I couldn't get out of bed or nothing, right? I met my missus, bro. And she's fucking... She ain't loaded, bro, but she's got enough money, bro, to support me and probably about 6 other people in it, like full on. I've got in that relationship.
Mossy, cut the F word up.
Yeah, sorry, bro. And bro, instead of controlling me or anything, yeah, she's like built me up, bro. She ain't took no control or nothing. She's helped me set my business back up. I've done it myself, like money wise, but she supported me. She supported me morally, bro. She's got me out of all the crime and stuff I was into. You know what I'm saying? And she ain't
that's what I told you. That's what I said. Bro. Didn't I say that earlier on? That's what I said earlier on, right?
That's definitely a good
woman. Yeah, man. Go on, carry on, Moss. Carry on, Moss. Carry on.
Oh, I don't know what I'll say now, bro. But yeah, that was basically just the gist, bro. That there is just because a female's got money, it don't mean that she's controlling. There is females out there with money that's actually got a heart, man.
Exactly.
What type of man are you letting females control you anyway?
You're Muslims. Can I ask you a question? If you advised her not to do something, do you think she would listen?
Say that again, bro, because the internet cut out.
If you advised her not to do something, do you believe she would listen?
Nah, bro, she's got her own mind, bro.
All right, now if you asked her not to do something because you know you had a serious reason not to do it, do you think she would listen?
If it was something that like she ain't aware of, or something that's like my lifestyle, bruv, which like obviously you know a bit about, then obviously she's gonna take my advice on that, innit? But as for her own options of like walking out the door and jumping in a car and driving to here to do this or to do that, bro, I ain't got a say in any of that. You know
Yeah, no, yeah, I get that.
Muslim,
she's a person.
Would you let your woman go jogging in 1 a.m. in the morning and want to tell her not to go?
Yeah, of course, bro.
You'd let her jog out in the morning?
Yeah,
1 a.m.
safe, bro. Yeah, round these ends, bro. There's no trouble in it.
Would you let your woman go out in a see-through outfit with underwear on, obviously?
Oh God,
Jesus Christ, bro. In the personal respect, yeah, of being able to trust her, yeah, bro.
I'm just saying.
In the respect of having animals out there.
How do you know she's even into see-through outfits, my brother? That's what I'm saying. You're on some sketel thing, cuz.
Bro,
you're on some sketel thing.
You're taking that all wrong, bro. It's hypothetical.
I don't know what type of things.
Bro, relax, man.
No.
Bro. It's hypothetical, bro. Yeah. So,
do you know what? Like I said, I think again it's the wording. So you're saying, would you let your woman? Would you let her leave the house?
Yeah, it's a load, but that's the whole point.
Outfit. And it's not really it's not about letting nobody. See, that's where it goes a bit.
Certain girl will punch in your mouth and walk out the house. Certain girl will punch in your mouth and walk out the house.
Listen, that's the whole point.
This is it. It goes sideways. No one can't tell me, or I don't know many women either that I know that man is going to tell them what they can and can't do, where they can and can't go. You might communicate. You don't want them to do something because, and that's different. But talking about will you let her, all of that, that don't work.
Do you know what? That was the whole point to the question, though, sis. It's a loaded question. It was a loaded question.
Oh, I see.
All right, yeah. So obviously, Mosters didn't answer, and you've now given him the perfect answer. Thank you. But anyway, long story short, Muslims, obviously, you know, we can't let no woman do anything. But would you be comfortable with your woman going out in a see-through outfit, hypothetically?
In for what reason? Like, as in for her being shown off, or in the case of someone attacking her?
I just mean in the sense of she just thinks it's cool. She just thinks it's cool, and she just wants to go out in very, very what's the word? Revealing clothing.
Nah, bro, because she won't do it, innit?
All right, because you're a man. Because you advise her not to, innit? As a man, you're gonna say no. I don't respect that. There's too much racist and animal on the road, and I'm not having that. You're not gonna let your woman run out in the night and then anything happen to her, and then people say to you, "Right, you let your woman run out in what kind of man?"
You said let
no.
again.
What kind of man would I be to let my daughter, sister, mom, anyone run out 2 a.m. in the morning, late, and you understand? Don't make sense. You have to be a man and say, "Nah, babes, I can't let that happen because if anything happens to you, I wouldn't feel good about knowing that happened." Do you understand?
Or if you want to, then I'll come out with you, innit?
Can I say one thing? Yeah. Can I say one thing?
That's okay.
Can I say one thing? Yeah. Because you said let again, yeah, and obviously I did reveal before that.
Man, I'm dipping out, yeah.
Bless up,
bless, bro.
Yeah, but because you did say let, yeah, and I said before that it was a loaded question.
Hold on a minute, cuz. Who said they're dipping out, bro?
Double D.
Me, fam.
Yeah, let me just, all right, my brother. I want everyone to subscribe if you can to Double D TV. He's got his own channel. Yeah, he's got some serious stuff going on over there, and he's proper clued up as well. Show me.
Yeah.
So and also my guy BR Reality TV, he's got his own channel also. Yo, B, put your channels in the chat so they can find it still. Yeah, they've got good stuff going on over there, man. It's pure wisdom and knowledge, man.
Yeah. Big up.
So big up yourself, Double, yeah?
All right, big up, fam. Big up, everyone.
All right.
What I was saying is, basically the reason I asked a loaded question, is because like that's the kind of world that we actually live in. Sometimes we forget that, you know, we have to make a request and we say things like let. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Where it's really, you know, if my woman said, you know what, I'm going out, and she put on a revealing outfit, I could say, don't do that. I could ask her, you know, and you know, she if she isn't completely disobedient and just, you know, arrogant, then maybe she gonna listen. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
There you go again with a next word about disobedient. Do you understand? There's certain words that come out of your mouth.
It is. Listen, not being funny, yeah, not being funny. If I'm as a man, yeah, went out, yeah, looking very provocative and giving off all sorts of signals to the opposite sex, then I would say that I'm being or not even disobedient. It's deviant or disobedient, one of the two. But either way, I look at myself the same way. So I look at the person who I look to seek to partner with the same way as that I look at myself, like a reflection of self. So anything I expect of you, I expect from me. So if I'm not expecting to be out there flaunting myself a certain way, I'm not expecting it of you. If I'm not expecting,
you're not gonna wear that outside, though, are you?
That's fair enough.
Hey.
Only on a Sunday.
I never agreed to nothing. I never agreed to that.
No, yeah. Excuse me. Yeah. Pardon my language about let. Yeah. So when I mean let, I wouldn't feel good and comfortable with encouraging my woman to say, yeah, you can go outside at 2 a.m. and run around and go for a jog all the way up to where and where, or be wearing revealing clothing.
Yeah, of course, because if you're with the person, you're going to protect them in all ways. Even if you protect them, that's works both ways, doesn't it? If she thinks you're going to go into a dangerous situation, she's going to say the same thing to you. But it's not about her letting you do it. It's that you're looking out for each other. That's how it should be.
But some man can't do that. Some, like I said, what Shifter? I can see Shifter's angle. Some man can't tell their woman nothing. Like, worse if they're paying the bills and they got all the money in their pocket. Who are you talking to? Go and sit down. I'm going out. Don't be sitting. Some man won't even say nothing. Won't even dare to, because they know that's not their.
He needs to do some work on himself then. Yeah, he needs to do some work on himself and build himself up.
Well, you got to say, though, everyone's relation man up, innit?
Because you shouldn't be letting nobody deal with you like that, whether it's your partner or somebody off the street. It's about your own self-respect and what you are prepared for people dish out to you.
I think there's a certain woman that holding certain man for a ransom out here. Not saying no names, but it's the truth. I'm not lying. Like, I've seen it with my own two eyes. I've been out there. But obviously, not all women though. We can't. Like, I'm not trying to say
all. Can't generalize all.
I'm not going to say most women are like that neither. I would say that most women expect more from men than men expect from women. I would say that and generalize, because I honestly believe that. But the other one, I couldn't say that with my chest. So,
Yeah, controlling a woman.
What do you think women are expecting from men then?
Well, like I said, like as a man, you're expected to, to be able to provide, to be able to pay for certain things, to be smarter, to be stronger,
to advise,
be able to advise. There's so many angles. Like the list goes on. Like, and I think that, I honestly believe that's why the man is the head of the household. That's why he leads. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Not because.
So what does the woman? What does the man expect of the woman?
Well, you see, when you say what does the man expect of the woman, it's not about what the man expects of the woman. It's about what the man expects of himself. Because to be a leader, you have to lead by example. So if I'm the captain,
you said that the man, what's expected of a man is more than what's expected of a woman.
Yes,
so
and the reason why
we're making that comparison, there must be some things that are expected of the woman by the man.
Now, hear what I'm saying? I'm not saying there's not some things that's expected of the woman by the man. I'm saying, in general, in society, by the way the logistics are set up, in general, the woman is expecting more from the man than the man is expecting from the woman. Maybe when you get to the stage of marriage and living together and kids and stuff like that, now the woman plays a vital role in most situations. I'm not going to deny that. I'm not trying to, sweep that under the carpet, love. I'm trying to say to you, in the logistics of getting into a situation with someone, there is more expected of the man than is expected of the woman in today's modern day society.
At the beginning, when you first meet someone and building a relationship.
Yeah.
Okay. I hear what you're saying.
In different cultures, it's different as well, especially.
Well, I think that's in most cultures. If you look around the world, like in some countries, for instance, if we go to in the Muslim culture, then it's even more expected of from the man then. If that's and then in some senses, you could say, you know, some women may feel a bit trapped in that situation, you know, with some of the aspects of, you know, wearing certain types of clothing and X, Y, Z. You know, certain things are a lot more controlled. So being in a more open and free environment, I don't believe, like, because I think people get the wrong idea when we say the head or the leader. That doesn't, like, if you're the captain of the basketball team, that doesn't mean you can violate all the other team members. Do you know, like that? That don't mean that you can whip them into under some
them. Or you get up.
You can't do that. You understand? You're just the captain, innit? You're just the leader. So you just got to lead by example and inspire them. You got to be able to motivate them and do certain things. And that's what makes you the leader. It's not. And when people start bringing money into it,
all right, look, man. Seriously, man. Look, we're gonna have a player track right now. Seriously, man. All right, we're gonna play a track. All right, and then when we come back, we might even change the subject, man. All right.
Yeah. Change the subject.
Yeah, we're gonna change the subject, man. All right. So I'm gonna run this track by Beavers, man. His latest one.
Yeah, man. I think I made my point anyway.
Yeah, we played it before, man. All right, we're gonna play it. Yeah, big up Beamers. Yeah. You know. Big up Beamers. Nah. Oh yeah, big up Simi for jumping on as well. Big up for representing.
Yeah, big up yourself. Big up yourself.
Because she represented, like, for everybody in the chat, I think, to jump on. You know?
Yeah, man. She was
represented
good,
for. Yeah, she done her thing. You know what I mean? And
you say Shift was gone.
I would try and regulate it, girls. You know what I mean? I would try and regulate it. I mean, 'cause I don't want. See what it is when people come up on here, like, I don't want no one to feel that they can't say what they want to say. You know what I mean? And have their own opinion. You know what I'm trying to say? And I want everyone to feel comfortable when they come up here. Feel me? Big up Schiffer, you know what I mean? Representing, you know what I mean? But he's gone now, right? Now, is there any other subjects that we wanted to cover, guys? Because I feel that we should
speak a bit about this. The chemtrails being released, bro. This information you're talking to me about earlier, I'd like to hear more on that.
Well, I don't know if anyone's aware of chemtrails. I'm sure there's people that are aware of chemtrails. And there's people out there that think that we've been getting sprayed on, like, with different aluminium and different metals. You know what I mean? But the thing is, though, it's like, why are they spraying us with it? You know what I'm trying to say? Is that connected to the 5G and all that sort of stuff? But now what's happened now is that for over the years, the conspiracy guys have been saying, right, that this is happening, but it's only now the scientists is actually coming out and they're actually saying it's happening. And that's why I keep telling people then, man.
It's because the damage is done, isn't it?
Yeah. Damage is done, and that's what's affecting people's breathing and all different types of things. Now they're actually admitting that they do it, but their reason that they're admitting that they do it is to block the sunlight. Right? So they're saying that they're spraying all these metals and minerals into the sky for how many years? But they're saying because of global warming. So then people have to ask themselves, how do they feel about breathing in these molecules and these materials?
And surely,
you know when the planes fly by and there's got the white cloud, is it that thing there? You mean?
Yeah, that's it, bro.
Yeah, because you don't know that chemtrails ain't supposed to stay in the air for that long.
Yeah.
Chemtrails usually evaporate after a while. You know what I'm trying to say? But the ones that they spraying in, it just stays up there for a long time. I've done videos on my channel on chemtrails, a couple of videos. But that's the information that Mossy's talking about. You know what I mean? The scientists are actually coming out now and saying, and that's why I keep telling people, this conspiracy theory talk. How long are you going to call it conspiracy theory for? You understand what I'm saying? Now, who, okay, you know what, if I want to cover, I was going to do a video for it, but we talk about it here. Who saw the ex-football player, the Arsenal player, the other day get 3 years for the paedophilia case?
Arsenal?
No.
Yeah, he used to play for Arsenal, but now he plays for another team. Well, you ever heard about it?
At top level?
I don't even follow football.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's in the top level. I'm not sure if he's in the top level. You know me, I don't watch football, you know, bro. Yeah, I'm not interested. I got no interest in football. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't watched it since Andy Cole and Dwight York used to play football, boy.
Yeah, you know them days there.
As well, you know.
Yeah, Ian Wright
and I was a youth man, bro.
But so basically, the story of this guy, right? The story of this guy. I'm trying to pull it up. His name is Tyrell Robinson.
Oh, I don't even know him.
No.
You don't know him?
I'm a gooner as well, but you get me? Thought I would know him. Yeah, I don't even follow football no more, but yeah, I don't know him.
Oh, okay.
So basically, the reason why I wanted to bring this up and talk about this, because since we're talking about baby mothers and what mothers and fathers and whatnot, let's talk about the children. So now, this guy's story now is that he got 3 years the other day, and his brethren got 6 years because they booked up 15 and 14-year girls to their house, right? And they had sex. One of the girls went back to the mother and told the mother, and then the mother called the police and rah. He came out basically. I don't know how she found out, whether her mum was investigating or whatever. Now apparently, they were making jokes, not jokes, but they were like, after they done what they done, they went in the other room and the girls overheard them saying things like, "I feel like a paedophile now." "Oh, I shouldn't have done it. I feel like a paedophile now." And really check the mind frame of this.
Oh yeah.
Really check the mind frame of this right now. For those in the chat, yeah, if you've got another phone or Tyrell Robinson, his name is, right? Right. Now, the whole point I wanted to make is this, innit? Like, how can we, like, the young girls, them, you know what I mean? They might see a football player. So what is this then? Is he play for the younger team or something? Is that what it is?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know him.
I don't know him either. Yeah. So basically, obviously there's manipulation used, isn't it? So apparently the girls were drunk already when they went round there, and then they topped up their drinks.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? So how can we, what message can we put out to like the 14 and the 15-year-old females and the 16-year-old girls, you know what I mean, that are in these situations, like, because they're going to look at it like they're going to see man's car, man plays football, you know what I mean?
Yeah, they shouldn't have been drinking in the first place.
Don't be drinking in the first place, yeah.
They shouldn't have been drinking in the first place, because that could have made their judgment even worse than what it was. You know what I mean?
And don't let no one
stop girls from going out. How do you really stop girls from going out and hitting up the shops?
You can't.
I think it's deeper than that. I think
when I was that age, girls was drinking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they'll have older man, them girls that age always knew. You know, like a dude will be walking past, they'll go out to a dude and ask a dude to go in the shop and buy cigarettes for them, go in the shop and buy alcohol for them, and they'll be glad to do it. All the girls got to do is smile at a man and they'll go in the shop and buy it for them.
But I'm not gonna lie to you. If I see a 14-year-old on the road, I don't want them to even chat to me unless it's life and death or some sort of.
I'm the exact same. I am the exact same way.
Don't chat to me, man.
Exact same way.
Chat to me.
Same when I take my youths to the park. Don't talk to me. No one don't talk to me.
Well, I thought that was a disgusting. When I see this in the paper yesterday, I thought it was disgusting.
That's disgusting. Don't matter how much money you have, you shouldn't do them things there. You know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
No, it's a minor, innit?
How old were they
as well? Yeah.
I think the guys like, the girls. There was a girl that was 14, 2 girls that were 14, and a 15-year-old.
And how was the
man knew that they were. It weren't like man knew they were young, like, and just went through.
Yeah, but you said their youth team, they must have been young themselves. Not to say they were not older. I'm sure they're older than 16. But I mean, yeah.
No, they're in their 20s. My mate, if you look at, he looks coarse. He looks coarse, but hey, he said apparently he even said he even told the judge or whatever, the solicitors or whatever, that he has a problem getting girls his age. What the?
Yeah, he's stupid. He's stupid though, man. Stupidity, man. Absolutely, man.
That's crazy. Any bullshit.
Yeah, it's better he gets caught now, cause you know he's done it loads of times before.
Yeah. Stupidity.
Even the parents though, because did you say the girls were drunk before they got there?
Yeah, apparently they were saying that they were drunk before they got there, but then the man them started topping up their drinks when they got.
That's madness.
That's what I'm saying. They shouldn't have been drinking anyway.
Exactly.
It makes it even worse. Because then it makes the parent look bad. It makes the girls look bad.
Nah, in that situation, I don't know how the girls look bad. But at the end of the day, I don't think it makes the girls look bad because they're 14 years old. Yeah, they're easy to manipulate. They're 14 years old.
That's what I'm saying.
But air this though, deep this though. Yeah, it didn't say none of their virginities was taken, so that means they're all been beat out already.
Oh my god, bro!
No. Listen. You see the name there?
No, but I haven't read that, brother. I can't really say on that because I haven't read the whole report, my brother. So I can't really say that. Feel me?
No, you ain't getting. Listen, yeah. I could be wrong, yeah, but if you stole someone's virginity, I'm sure you should get more years for it, bro. I don't know how it works in the system, but I've never been.
I'm glad you just said that.
Yeah, it's probably sensitive, so they probably don't even because they're underage, so they probably don't even go into too much graphics like that about whether. Yeah, probably.
No, but they would. No, but they would say that though. Because think if you take someone's, you get more years for it, right?
I think you're right about that. Somewhere in my mind, I've heard that before.
Oh, you see, it must be something. You must. That's deep.
The virginity thing, 15, I've heard that before.
Think, and they're out there drinking. They shouldn't be drinking, but it's still deep though.
Ah, it's terrible, man. Thank God.
No, what's that say? No excuse, even if they were drinking. That's true, African born. That's true.
Yeah, it's crazy. And so what was I gonna say after that then? So another thing I wanted to cover on that is, all right, so he done some funny shit, right? He done some weirdo shit. So what do you not think about the time that you got? Because there's man out here selling drugs, he's trying to feed their family and not hurting no one. And they're getting like 13 years, blood. So
you can have a box of trees and get less than that.
Yeah, it's totally backwards, isn't it?
Because he's not going to do a little piece of time out of that.
And everything.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Because there's man out here that sell food and there's man out here that do certain things, but there's also a set of man out there that don't really trouble people, that just get on with it. You know what I mean?
Nah, that's stupid. I think because of the money that he has and his career, that's why he got.
No, his career's over. He got kicked out of the club, man. His career's done.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, so he was at Arsenal first, if I can remember correctly. And I can't remember the name of the team, but he went to another team, not as good as Arsenal, but he went to another team not too long ago. And,
but he might be able to play football. He might be able to go play.
One of you guys are turned up because I can hear my own voice.
Yeah, you might be able to go and play in Germany or one of them places there, man. Because you know, like it's like England and a few other countries do 16, but most of them European countries are like all 14 and that,
Yeah,
you know that, right?
Right. Yeah.
Germany, Poland, Albania, all these countries are like 14-year-olds.
That's sick now.
But how do you balance that out? Because even for example, what's the sort of numbers that paedophiles get when they go to prison? What sort of numbers do they get?
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
6 years. 6 years do 3, no? Less than that, innit?
Not even that, bro.
I ain't got a clue, bro.
And then they come out of jail and they get put in the community, right?
Yeah.
I don't know, bro. I stay blood.
The thing is, I reckon you should get sent a letter. If one gets also called put near your house or in your proximity, you should be sent a letter telling you that, bro.
Yeah, man,
bro,
definitely.
if you've got a child,
I'll speak to my missus about it. I don't think they should be allowed to be put nowhere near people without people being told about it.
You can go to your community centre, bro, and get a list in it if you've got a child.
Serious?
Yeah. If your child's of
age, they're on the sex offender list, but like you said, I thought that it should come through your door. Because who's going to be checking the sex offender list every week?
You know what, yeah? I'm not making excuses, but let me tell you why. It's not. They can't do that. Let me tell you why they can't do it.
Protection.
Because if they do that, yeah, they're going to get lynched. And it's just a madness. They're going to get lynched. It's too much.
No, but they don't have to.
I understand why they don't do it, because they're going to get lynched. That's the only. I'm not saying it, but they're going to get lynched. When I mean lynched, they're going to get... Like
when I mean,
lynched.
I know.
You know, madness if you knew what they was, innit?
Yeah,
a lot.
Moss, what did you say?
A lot of these neat ones that are going and doing this stuff, and they get a release and that. The feds use them as snitches, innit? Like the amount of times my people have been done over, bro, by nonces, and it's all because they're released to snitch on people, innit?
Yeah.
And that's
what Danny G was saying. That's what Darren G was saying.
Top players, bro.
Yeah.
Nah, man, they should let people know. They don't even have to give their location. Just say, listen, you're in, I don't know, 100 feet from one or something like. So you can
Yeah,
know
man.
where.
You're lit, man. You'll find it, man. You're not having
something.
I couldn't live. If man told me that, that's like what? Nah,
Get this,
long.
bro. Yeah.
Hold on. Madman Menace has been. Look, Madman Menace said it's Bradford FC he started playing for after that, and he also says his last job was a delivery driver for Amazon, and they also sacked him as well. So yeah, he was just going from top to bottom, wasn't he? He was just going. I think his demons got the best of him. Shit, he went from Arsenal to Bradford City to to Amazon to flipping prison, bro.
Probably done the same thing at Amazon then, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
That's serious.
Yeah,
that's the worst delivery man you can have.
I lived on this estate, bro, in the Midlands, and my mom was like a youth support, like for youth support people, kids and that in the area. She didn't know I knew this at the time, yeah, but she had a list, bro, in her file, and I went through her work folder and I seen it, and there was over 17 registered paedophiles living in a block of flats, looking over a secondary school, bro. That's where they placed them.
No, but there's paedophiles everywhere, you know.
What? And they placed them all in one. They placed them all in one slot.
In the one block, bro, on the top floor, looking over the school.
Wow,
bro. There's a paedophile. There's a rapist. There's a crackhead. There's a junkie. It's like rats. You're never too far away from a mouse, I should say. They're everywhere, blood. You know what you got to do. I don't mean like talking about like rapists and pedophiles too much. All you have to do is just make sure you fucking know.
That's disturbing.
You protect your children.
People have issues.
Yeah, it's disturbing, man. Can't we just talk about something else, man? It's disturbing.
Yeah. No, it's true.
Yeah, but we covered that because that was a story that came out lately, and it's reality and it's happening. It might sound sad. Hold on. It might sound sad. It might sound crazy, but we've all got children here, innit? So
no, it's true.
We have to make sure that we train them ourselves at home and get into their mind.
You protect them. You protect them, bro.
And let them know that money's not everything. Money's not everything. You understand? That's the first thing I think you should input. You know what I'm saying?
Well, back to you saying, they shouldn't have been drinking, and they shouldn't have set the car ride, and they shouldn't have gone to the man's house. That's grown men, and they shouldn't even have done none of it. Yeah, shouldn't have been manipulated by these guys at that age. They had good parents in their life to teach them.
Yeah, but you know,
even just good people around them, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not blaming the girls, but you know what I mean. There was steps to leading up to what happened.
Yeah, but they're children, man. Fuck it, man.
Yeah, they're kids.
You don't want to blame the kids.
My brethren done that. If any of my boys done that, I'll thump them up, bro. Straight up, bro.
I mean,
it's simple. Yeah. But yeah, you want to change the subject? Oh, go on.
No. I'm just saying, can we go on like I want something powerful, man. Some powerful conversation. Yeah, I mean, let them
man, go through.
Man. Now, set pace. What you saying, BR? What you think?
Thoughts. Man said thoughts on Bill Gates, you know. Shit.
Bill Gates.
You can give me 10%, man.
Jesus Christ. I just need 3%.
Yo, Madman Ace, bro. Yo, P, Madman Ace, man. He's been following us for ages, bro.
Yeah, Madman. No, he hasn't, bro.
He has?
Yeah, he hasn't. He only started following us last couple months.
Yeah, that's long, bro.
Alright, man. That's not long, but big up Menace, though, man. He gets some good comments more time, you get me?
He's got
African boy. He's a rich guy. What can we say, man? He's obviously got his foot in somewhere, innit? With the elites, man. So
you think he's part of the can you speak of the Illuminati on there?
I don't really like to use them words, bro.
Right. Shit.
You say I just said elite, innit? Elite.
Okay. What you think he's part of that?
Oh, you know, when you get a certain amount of money, bro, you have to be a part of it. Because if you're not a part of it, they're gonna look at you like you could be a potential terrorist. You understand?
Well,
so when you get to a certain amount of money, right? When you get a certain amount of money, man, it's like, well, he's got a lot of say, innit? He's got a lot of say. So He's got a lot of say right now, so he's got some power.
Of course.
Did all your teams?
But you man, listen, you man, I'm gonna push on. You know, I'm gonna chat to you. Like, it's good being on you man show and that. Yeah. So say nothing.
Yeah, no, defo. Blessings.
All right, respect.
Oh yeah. I was gonna take a little time out to pick up everyone in the chat, man, because I ain't really had a chance today to pick up everybody in the chat. You know what I mean? So Carl Pitter, Western Goddess all day. Madman Menace, pick up yourself. Destiny's Nose UK, pick up. African Born, pick up. Family Tree, pick up. I think the messages are going too far down. Chantilly Pollock, big up. If I said that right. Daughter of Zion, big up yourself. Poetry Motion, big up yourself. Family Tree. And yeah, man, because man appreciates everyone jumping on. Don't think we don't appreciate
100.
it. And
definitely, man.
On the weekend we got a raffle coming up. We've got a raffle coming up on the weekend, a giveaway as well. So be sure to tap in. I don't really care how much people are in the room. I don't have to have 150 people in the room to do a giveaway. You understand what I'm saying? You know why? Man appreciate it. Man appreciate it regardless. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we're gonna do something like that, man. And if you want to cover BR, because you talking some good stuff on your last couple of videos, man.
Yeah, you know.
On your last couple of videos, your topics, then.
Yeah. But I don't even know what to cover right now, you know. But
it gets like that still. It gets like that, man. You know, you have to just everyone just stay tuned to Wagwan, though.
Yeah, of course.
Dead off man's head tonight, bro.
What you got, God's gift? Or
what did you say? Hey, God's gift. What did you say?
I said certain people just deaded off man's head today, bro.
Yeah.
Well, you know,
the relationship talk.
We talk about the stop and search thing.
Oh, hey, that was big. Hey, it's true, you know. The stop and search thing is a mad thing. That is
so what's the new laws they're putting in now? What's going on?
What, they got new laws, yeah?
Bro, can I just quickly cut in, yeah?
Yeah, go for it.
I'm trying not to swear in it because it's habit.
Please, brother, because your mouth's like Eddie Murphy, brother.
I got all the way from London, bro, to the Midlands, and then up to fucking there I go. See what I mean? Practically Ireland, yeah. So close to Ireland ways, bro, without getting stopped once by the feds in a car on the motorways. And yet Wales is supposed to be on lockdown. It's supposed to have police borders stopping you going through, bro. It was like an 18, 19 hour trip, bro, all the way up. Flew around a few places and come back.
Bloody hell. Well, you didn't get stopped?
That's a long drive, man.
Not stopped once, bro. Matters.
What, you supposed to get stopped up there or something?
Yeah. Where my old man lives, yeah, bro, you have to go onto this island. It's literally like a pebble's throw away from getting to Ireland itself, innit? And there's bridges, yeah. And apparently on the news, they said that they got police borders stopping people going onto that area. I went there, bro. There was no one, no feds, nothing.
And there was nothing there.
No, I come through the A5 on the way up there, through all the mountain passes, and then I come back down. What way was it? Towards Conway. Come back around the coast towards Conway into Crewe, and then back down the motorway, bro. Not one fed.
So what's all that about?
Exactly, bro. It's putting the fear.
What do you think that is about? So is that what you think it is? Yeah.
Stopping people from traveling, bro. They ain't got the manpower to stop people traveling. Like, you don't understand the amount of cars, bro. You wouldn't, if you're driving, you wouldn't even think you're in lockdown, bro, because the amount of cars that are on the road.
It's true. Someone else said that to me, you know. It's true.
Crazy.
Yeah. Well, the amount of cars that are on the road. When he gets to a certain time, though, I've noticed that there's a lot of cars on the road till he gets to like 8, 9. And then it looks a bit scarce out there still. In London, that is. You know what I mean?
On a corner, innit? Just chilling, waiting.
No, it's true.
Yeah, big up to big up A London, man. A bit late, brother, but yeah, man, big up yourself, man. And that's A London now. That's a man that's been around from the beginning, bro. see it.
You got A London.
I know. I listen. I know who's been around from the beginning, bro. I see the names, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The comments on the videos. I know who's been around from the beginning, but it doesn't matter who's been around from the beginning, really. I'm just glad that you're all here now, and I know for a fact that if you come over here, you know it's a sensible thing, you know it's a knowledge thing, you know it's an awareness thing. So big up to everyone for taking that route, man, because you could be in any one of them other channels. And I'm not talking about Jedi channel. I'm not talking about. I'm talking about you could be watching Hip Hop Atlanta or something right now. Feel me? But you're not. You're over here watching this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So we spoke about the Norwegian situation, didn't we, in the last live? I've got a friend. I'm not gonna say too much, but I've got a friend tomorrow. And God's gift, you know him as well. I got a friend that's going to get the thing tomorrow, man. He booked an appointment to go and get the thing tomorrow.
I know a couple people that's on it, you know.
What our age? Our age as well?
Yeah.
Serious.
My little sister's had it, bro. She's 20.
Is it?
She's 23.
Brother, a few people taking this thing, bruv.
What does she work? She key worker?
She's healthcare, like a carer in an old people's home, innit?
Bruh. See, my thing is this though. My thing is
Madness.
this with my boy, yeah, that's getting it tomorrow. That booked the appointment. My thing is this. Why get it now when we're not getting forced? We're not being forced to get it now.
And not only
Isn't
that,
it a thing that we should?
They got 3 different types of it.
Yeah, he said to me in the message. He said to me something about in 12 weeks he's got to have another one. So he has one tomorrow, and in 12 weeks. Yeah,
that's mad stuff.
So I just wondered what how people felt about that, because I would have thought it'd be a thing of where, like, I'm not regardless, you know what I'm saying, but I thought people would actually wait at least till their backs against the wall, like, because some of the videos that are out there are very controversial, bro. So to me, it's like, wow, like, we're watching this, but you're gonna do that? It's crazy to me. And I'll be honest with you guys, yeah. I'm kind of worried about my cousin, and that's obviously because of the information that I know. You know what I'm saying? The information that I've implemented into my own brain. You know what I mean? From
what line of work is he in, bro?
He's a lift surveyor. You know him, innit, God's gift?
Oh, damn.
I swear to God, bro.
Is that through work? Why are you doing that?
Nah, he's saying to me that because he's got problems with his lungs, he feels that he'd rather do it now.
It's vulnerable, isn't it?
Nah, but he's saying, I said to him, he said, no, it's not even a forcing thing, but he's saying that he feels that he would rather get it now before things get worse, before the numbers go up. That's what you said.
So I mean, man,
So
everyone's gonna have their own reason why they do it, innit?
It's not really sad though, Mosh, you know what I mean? Because I'm gonna be honest with you, and if you're listening, bro, it is what it is. It's like, he used to have a belief in God, Moss. Now you lot might think it's got nothing to do with it, but to me it has. If you believe in the mark of the beast and whatnot and all them things there, yeah. He used to have a belief in God as a younger, you get me? But he kind of slipped out of it, you know what I'm saying? And he just doesn't have any belief of God existence like that anymore, you know? So he's just really just doing whatever.
I've never had any interaction through the healthcare or anything, bro. Like, God's been my health. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I've never been a man to run to the hospital every 2 seconds, you know. I've never been a man to throw pills down my throat. Yeah. If I got a headache, I just drink water, man, and sleep it off. I don't throw pills down my throat and all that type of thing.
I could have been sat here, bro. I could have been getting £1,700 a month on my insurance for my back problem, through my builder's insurance when I had that crash, bro. But because I won't go to the hospital and have it signed and fucking, there I go again swearing, have an X-ray, yeah, I couldn't claim on my insurance, bro. I said to him, I'm not going in no hospital, mate. I says, I'll rather just suffer in it without the money. I'll get it another way. So
it depends on the level. It depends on what level of treatment you need, bro.
if I was shot, bro, and I was bleeding to death, then yeah, it'd be different, innit? But
what about
broken
airpiece just went? How do you feel about blood transfusions and them thing there?
Yeah, I've had that before still.
Huh?
I've had it before still.
You know what? I've got to jump in and jump out.
How did that come about, bro?
I was anemic, innit?
Oh shit, man.
And and it was pretty much no blood left in my body, and had to have a blood transfusion and that.
See, I've been worrying about my son like that because he's a proper pale and he's struggling to eat and stuff. Like not physically struggle, but he just hasn't got the energy to eat. He sleeps all the time.
Yeah, that was me, man.
Jeez,
I was on the road and I weren't thinking about it, just letting it bypass headache after headache, just bleeding. Like, I don't know where all my blood was going. They said I was just bleeding out slowly, but I wouldn't even notice it. Yeah, man.
Wow.
A blood transfusion.
When it comes to my kids, bro, I'll put my kid to a doctor, innit?
Yeah, get him checked out. All they got to do is just test your blood, and they can find out what level you was on. Obviously, I was below the level, so.
Yeah, I'm glad we've brought this topic up, you know, because this is a fresh discussion I've had with him and with my kid's mom about it, innit? So
yeah,
that's quite.
Is he getting headaches as well and stuff like that?
Yeah, he gets headaches.
Out of breathness as well.
Yeah, that's it, man. He goes bright red in it as soon as he started running around for like 4 or 5 minutes. He's red in the face.
Yeah, see, that's it. He's probably anemic, man. That's how I felt. But with me, because I was so bad at it, if I take a few steps, like just even a little bit, that's it. Heart's beating, everything's mad up. Yeah, big up AR London. I'm AY London. We're talking about. Yeah, but yeah, man.
And make sure you subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to BR Reality, man. I'm gonna put all the links of everyone that was on this panel today in the description, so you lot can sub.
Don't know, my G. Big up.
Come on.
But yeah, now get your little man checked, though. It could be numerous things. Got my boy's son. He found out his son was anemic and he needed a blood transfusion. Well, that's the thing. And what's those? What religion is it where they can't take blood?
Jehovah's Witness.
Jehovah's Witnesses.
Yeah. See, that's a tough one, though.
Yeah.
Because if you're in hospital and you need it.
I've heard of families, bro, that have let the children die to God rather than go for that option. Do you know what I mean?
No, I wouldn't say it like that. I wouldn't say they let their children. No one wants to let their children die. It's just that they have a faith, my brother. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
and sometimes
I mean,
like,
let them go to God in it instead of going to hospital.
Yeah, like some people, they just follow their faith, bro. As when it comes to faith, it's a bit hard to like. You know what I mean? The faith is faith,
but that's deep, though. That is deep, though.
Yeah, but if you believe that God is the creator and you believe in His word and you put your whole faith into that, then you can't really question somebody. Like you can't tell a Muslim why you praying. Why you praying all day? You know what I'm saying? You can't tell a Muslim why you got to pray so much.
It's true.
That's what they believe, fam. You know what I'm saying? So it does sound deep. Don't get it wrong. It sounds deep, and it's a deep situation. But don't say it like they let them die. Like that's what, because it makes it sound like they don't mind.
Yeah,
it's not. You know what I'm trying to say?
I don't know how they feel in it because I'm not them in it. But when I heard about that, I said, "Whoa."
Shall I be honest with you? Even down to a Jehovah's Witness, you would never know. But I hear a lot of things in religion. Different religion. I'm like, I swear down, what the hell is going on? But you know what it is?
Yeah.
Like until you're in the actual position yourself, who knows what you would do, innit?
Yeah.
No, word.
You know, no one's there.
Can they have an injection then? Because that's a foreign thing into their body, isn't
it? I don't know. I don't know.
Not as far as I understood of it, bro.
What must? They don't have to have the injection, must.
Nah, my mom, like you remember, innit, bro? That places we went back in.
I don't know about the injection, no, Moss.
They'll be taking it though. Even so, Muslims just start taking the vaccine, isn't it?
Yeah, they're trying to claim that there's no meat products in it, innit? So but apparently the main governor of the largest Muslim nation is known for corruption in it. So there's actually other Muslim organizations going against what they're releasing, saying that it's safe for Muslims against with their religion to take it, because they're basically just trying to say that the government guy that's mentioned it's corrupt, so he's just doing it to get money.
Well, they might put it across like you can't take it and go to your gathering because then
it's toxic or something.
Yeah. They probably say you got to take it if you want to go back to your place of worship. But that's going against religion, bro. That's peak. And that's spoke up in the Bible in the last days.
What I don't get yet, P, is I've been looking after this homeless guy for time now, innit? Bro, he's gone through that snow and everything, and he's still fit as a fiddle, bro.
Who's that guy?
The man's living outside, bro, and nothing's affecting him.
Where was he? Where was he when that snow? What? He stayed outside with all that snow?
Yeah, I've built him like a house in the woods and that, innit?
So he's got shelter in that.
Yeah.
That's still nuts, though, isn't it?
Yeah, Mossy does a lot, man. You're gonna get blessed for that one day, Moss. I'm telling you, man.
Doing right my wrongs, innit?
Yeah, we all got to do it, brother. Trust me.
So what you saying? What you just go make sure he's good on that, yeah?
Bro, I've basically when I found him in the woods, innit? I'll tell you the story if you want to know. Like, it was a new area, innit? Because I've not long met the missus, and I'm down in her ends now. There's these red kites that fly around, bro, and this kite kept on flying over the house, and then flying back to this woods, and it kept on coming back and forth all morning, like whistling down to me. So I thought, all right, I'm gonna go out the woods and see what it's whistling at. Yeah, so I followed it all the way up to these woods in this forest, missions through all this woods, and then it's landed on this tree, yeah, bro. I've stopped looking at this bird, yeah, and looked down, bro, and this is no lie, yeah. I've looked down from the tree where this bird's landed, and there's like this little sheep, bro, like held up by twigs and that. And I thought, right, this is mad. So I've stopped a minute, like surveyed the area, innit, make sure it's all safe and that. I'm not just gonna go into some weird stuff. And then I found out I hid off in the bush and waited a bit in it to see if anyone come. This older guy's come, bro. I says, oh, can I speak to you? I says, I'm not here to harm you or nothing. I just want to see if you're all right, innit? So I started talking to him. Turned out he's been there 6 years, bro. Under this crappy little sheep, bro.
6 years?
6 years, bro.
Is that how long he's been there?
Yeah. And get this, yeah. I only found this out about 4 or 5 weeks ago. He told me personally, because he's got a bit of depression right now. So he was speaking about things. He said to me, do you know that day you come to get me? That was going to be my last day. He says I was planning on going to the motorway and jumping off the bridge because he couldn't last another winter. Yeah, what a blessing that is from God, innit, for me to find him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So from that day, bro, I've made it my mission, and not just for him, bro. I come across other homeless people. Like on my missions back up home, I've put people in hotels and stuff, bro. You know what I mean? But,
yeah, man, bless, man. Trust me.
It's not.
How did he end up in them woods, Thomas?
His dad died. They had like a farm. The banks, he owed so much money to the banks, he couldn't afford the bills when his dad died. So he was made forced homeless. He didn't want to go and live in a house because he was depressed with his dad dying and stuff. And then, yeah, that's basically how he's ended up there.
I mean, man, everyone's got a story,
innit?
That's true.
But yeah, I take food up to him, water up to him, and I've made him a proper shower. Gets up to like 35 degrees in there at night with a fire. I've put like a wood burner and stuff in there. Yeah. But it's not much different to my life, bro. When I grew up, innit? Because I'm a gypsy. So like we was in like caravans and tents and stuff, innit?
Yeah.
And trailers and that. So
you still go back and visit and stuff.
Oh yeah, I'm still like fully formed gypsy. Just I got a caravan on my drive, innit? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we got one as well. We got one as well still.
My dad's got his trailer and that. I've got Bowtop's gypsy wagon. So yeah, I try and pass the heritage down to my kid because I met a towny woman, innit? So basically, like a normal woman, not a gypsy woman. That's who my baby mom is, just a normal woman. So obviously, I've got to try and keep my gypsy heritage to him. But it's just a different life, man. it's a hard life, but you learn a lot in it and learn fast. I feel, bro.
Yeah, that's a good one. Heritage, handing the heritage down. You think it's going to be easy to hand your. Do you call it? What do you call it? Traveler or what do you call it? Travelers or gypsy or?
I call myself a gypsy, bro.
It's not offensive, no.
No. Pikey would be offensive.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So do you think it's going to be easy to hand down your traveler things to your sons and stuff like that?
Yeah, as of like language.
Yeah,
because Romany, Romany, we have our own languages in it. But
okay.
Well, that one's going to be difficult because the further down you get from your generations, the less it's spoke, and obviously now there's less socializing about it and stuff. So we're not all in big gatherings like we used to be. So it's kind of like a language that's dying out in it. So there's parts of the heritage that ain't going to continue forever. But that's the main part that people want to try and continue is the language.
Yeah.
So
what about the food, the dancing and music?
Yeah,
is that still there as well?
Yeah. Like there's gatherings until COVID, there was gatherings every year, innit?
Yeah, same with our family. Yeah, same every year. All the family gets together, both sides and all that.
Yeah. Well, these ones, bro, you get like thousands of different families coming together on this big area like Appley and places like that. Appleby Fair, Horse Fair and stuff like that. So.
Oh wow.
Well, COVID's put a stop to that this year, innit? So. But
yeah, I've seen how some of the traveller ones is everything's all colourful as well, isn't it? Everyone's in dresses, suits, and jeans.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
So it's just like any other heritage, really, innit? You have pride for it, bro.
No, of course.
So. But yeah.
Makes sense, man.
What
do you think, P?
About what?
Passing the heritage down to your children and stuff.
Yeah,
You know your family culture, like what you say you're Caribbean, isn't it?
Yeah, both parents, yeah.
Yeah. You think it's gonna be easy passing that? Like what's your kids' parents mother Caribbean as well?
Yeah, Nigerian.
Yeah. How is that mixing the culture?
Yeah, she's born here, bro, so she doesn't really know her culture. You feel me? But
okay.
Yeah, she don't really know her culture still, so and she can't even talk the language. So it's like
more English and Caribbean.
I just think that is you know what it is, yeah. You know what it is, yeah. Passing down the culture to me, I feel it's just about teaching them Black history, period. Yeah, right.
Okay.
And the passing down the culture to me is not as important as one might think to them. My thing is showing you them respect, how to respect people, how to be good with money, how to respect themselves. You understand what I'm saying? If they feel that they want to learn more about the culture, well, I am part of the culture because my mum was raised in Jamaica and she's raised me. She raised me. So anything really that I give her, like food to eat, the way I do things, all these things are part of a culture because I was raised by my mum's culture. Feel me? I'm not going to bombard my children with any type of
strict culturally stuff.
Yeah. My son's mum's Jamaican, like me. I'm not going to
ethnicity
bombard their brain with Black history, like say, you know what I mean? Like say they got it's their lane, bro. If they want to get into it, they can get into it. I'm not gonna force them and kill them with it. You understand what I'm saying? Because both my youth them are big now. They don't want to. If they don't want to research, I'm not gonna force them to. It ain't like, oh, you've got to learn this because you're Black. No, it's not that. I'd rather teach them about the times that we're living in now. And let's not forget, man's in England right now,
Multicultural.
But that's what I be trying to tell people all the time. We're in England. We're not back home no more. We're in England. This is a different place.
And there's a lot of man them talking about Africa. I don't even see them visit Africa. I know man that be talking about.
Thank you.
I know man that be talking about Africa for 15 years and never gone there.
From here, I'll spud you, boy. I'll tell you that.
And I'm not saying that it's not important, but at the same time, you got to stay focused of what's going on now. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. A man coming to tell me about, what happened sometimes in Africa and them things there. Okay, thanks for the history lesson, but what we doing now? You feel what I'm saying? So that's my thing. You know what I'm saying? And also as well, I don't try to initiate any type of hatred in my children's head. Make them feel like they've got to have a problem with white people and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely, most definitely.
And that's why I feel that people got to be careful with that when it comes to teaching. You lot can do it. You can do what you want. People can do what they want, but really be careful because there's a thin line between love and hate, fam. So you got truth and hate. You got to know what you're putting out there because it can mold their mind in the wrong way.
Don't go for a fact, bro.
If you keep telling 10-year-olds that your family got lynched, all them type of things there, and keep putting it in their mind, they are gonna have a type of hate when they grow up. You feel me? I wasn't taught to be racist. You understand? My mum didn't walk around my yard cussing white people. You feel me?
Same.
Now I was raised a Christian, so obviously I was around different ethnic origins. You know what I'm saying? So, and obviously people that lived on my estate. You know what I mean? I wasn't raised in Jamaica, and there was like 2 white men living around the corner. You feel me? I was raised here. You feel me? I went to school with white people and Indian people, and then from there. So you can teach the black history, like I said, man. But it's like know what you're doing with it. You feel me?
Of course, 100%, man.
Yeah, definitely, bro.
Right.
That makes sense. It makes sense.
Now there's a little thing that I wanted to cover too.
Go
on. I've been watching the banks because I'm a man that I believe that they get rid of the money, get rid of the cash completely. You right there, Moss? Right.
Yeah, beg my pardon, bro. I'm in the motor, innit?
Yeah, but don't forget, just mute your mic if you want to do something.
Yeah, bless.
Don't forget you can mute the mic. Yeah. So basically, I'm a man that I watch the banks. You understand? I like to see what's going on with the banking system right now because, as we can see, a lot of men are using their phones and stuff like that to pay for stuff, right? And I feel that they're trying to get rid of the cash system. You understand?
Yeah, my mum said that to me still.
Yeah. And now we got certain banks right now that are on hold for closure, more closures. Now, in the first lockdown, right? In the first lockdown, they're saying that they closed since the start of 2020, 3,300 free-to-use cash machines have closed in the UK. And over the past 3 years, the total of ATMs that have fallen is 67,000 to 54, between 54 and 67,000. Do you understand? This is the reason why they up the payments on, the contact cards. They allow you to get more money out now instead of just £40. That's why they upped it to £100. As Madman Manny says, it's a great reset plan, right? Trying to reset the money, right? Now, they're saying that the banks are going to close and it's going to be difficult for people to access their money. How do you not feel about that? Because we had this situation.
Feeding kind of away, because then you won't be able to deposit some money in it. But you're still going to need to deposit. But as long as you got the box outside of the bank, you can deposit it through there.
But how do people feel about not having cash though? You're about to get them good deals. What if someone comes to you?
I was going to say it's going to mess up the trading system.
What if someone comes to you with a 55-inch TV for £40? What are you going to do?
It's going to go back to the trading system.
It's crazy, bro. So now I just wanted to bring that to light.
I do the crypto and the stocks, yeah. Once you start seeing that, you can see how money's fade up. You can easily see how the money's going to fade out. Because that's going to be the new way. People's getting paid in coins now, bro. The normal person can just wake up and just invest in the stock market. Is that there?
Yeah.
But you see, like what B said, you're not going to want to wire someone something off the roadside, though.
I keep my money in cash, bro.
Yeah, but
cash ain't going to be no good soon, bro.
Cash and gold, bro.
Yeah, but not everyone's got So all right then. So look, all right, cash and gold's cool. So how would you trade gold with people that ain't got the equivalent?
Food, bro. Food, water, tools to survive. You know what I'm saying, bro? This is what the gypsies have done all our lives, isn't it? Like gold, basically, bro.
Trading system.
Yeah, we had.
That's
Exactly, bro. We had our own trading system before all this online trading system. Do you know what I mean? Like back down to like Jerusalem times type of trading, bro.
Well, they're trying to say basically that it's going to get to the point they haven't got a timetable on when they're going to do it, but they're basically it seems like they're going to try and get rid of the cash system, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I believe
definitely going to get rid of the cash system, bro.
100%.
Who do you think it would affect more, the rich or poor?
The poor.
Bro.
The poor,
No,
definitely.
Because they depend on hands-on.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why you have to just jump on these things early, bro. Remember I said
How the homeless going to get anything though?
That's what I'm saying. Things like that will never be the homeless person will always be. It will still be homeless with cash in a way.
Yeah.
It's going to be a different whole way of survival for them, innit? But
my guy, bro, finds so much food at the back of shops and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? This guy I'm looking after, and it's good stuff, bro. Like bags of Costa hot chocolate and coffee, like in big, massive silver sachets, brand new, bro. You know what I'm saying? That costs us general people that go in and buy a Costa on the way to work or whatever. That costs us like £2.70 for a large one. You know what I'm saying? He's got a big, massive bag of it for free, bro.
Yeah, but what do you mean for free? What, you bought it for him?
Nah, he's found it, innit?
Oh, he found it.
Bins at the back.
Yeah, a lot of these shops chuckle loads of stuff out.
See them homeless, bruv. One thing them here, they know where to go to get their food for the day and that, you know.
But they haven't got no choice but to know where to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Survival of the fittest, isn't it?
Yeah, man.
Oh yeah, you're right, Madman. Madman Menace is right. So thanks for reminding me about that. I'm not gonna say the C word, but that's one good way how they can get rid of the cash system. They can say that the thing has gone so high, yeah, the situation that we're in now has gone so high, and we're gonna get rid of cash because everybody's touching the cash, and the cash goes around. So let's get rid of that to try and help that and introduce that.
It's funny how they made plastic money so they could wash it, innit? Prior to COVID.
Yeah.
Or fingerprints.
That's a coincidence.
Like as soon as that COVID thing come out.
It's funny that it's also funny that they changed the cash to plastic cash and everyone started getting nicked.
Chips, bro. You think how small that chip is that Bill Gates has got, bro?
Money in it as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
You have to bring it in by bundles, bro.
Yo, bro,
well,
I've still been spending them all £20 notes, bro.
What's that?
I've still been spending my old £20 note.
What the hell? Why you got old £20 notes anyway? What do you do? Bury them or something?
Yeah, what do you think a bank is, bro? Our bank is a bank like a hill, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Wrap that up in bin bags, bro. With fucking. Oh, there I go swearing again, bro.
I'm gonna kick you out the room and keep doing that.
Yo, if you ever want to keep things, buried, wrap it in a grease cloth, covered in engine grease, bro.
Mossy, can you start teaching people your mad ways? Yeah, your mad ways, bro. Yeah? Don't be burying nobody.
People going out digging up the hills, bro.
Guys out there, don't bury anybody. Yeah, don't listen to it.
No, trust.
No, but listen.
Just remember to take a layer of the grass off first, so you can put it back.
Hey, who's your brethren, Mossy? Big up your brethren.
Yo, this is my nephew, bro. Hold on.
Oh, big up the nephew. Wagwan. Yeah, man. Bless up, man. Thanks for sitting in. But yeah, don't forget, people, man. Double D TV. I'm gonna put the link
in.
Anytime.
Yes, nephew.
Therefore, Double D TV. I'm gonna put the links in there in the description. And BR Reality TV. You're gonna see BR Reality over here all the time now, anyway. So you really know what's going on.
Don't know. 100.
I need to check the channel out myself, I ain't even looked at it, but I will definitely this week.
Don't know.
Yeah, man. Nothing but the truth, bro. That's what we want, bro. Nothing but the truth. But we definitely need some more females to step up to the plate. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Hey,
yeah.
big up Annabelle
Hey.
Rush, bro.
My man might have scared them all off, you know, brother.
Nah.
Got man thinking there's nothing but toxic guys on your panel. You get me? That ain't the case, though, ladies.
Boy,
Everyone's got
it
their
is,
own
you know.
opinion. Everyone's got their own opinion.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, and I always do tell people that over here, we're not trying to make you think our way. You take the information and you make, and God gave you, the Creator gave you the big bang or whatever you believe, gave you common sense. And common sense is one of the most powerful things that you have to use because it makes you get understanding. You know what I'm saying? And you're right, it's not for people to come and tell you. I'm not promoting that over here. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know, I'm still learning every day myself. God's gifts learning every day. Mustard's still learning every day. BR's learning every day. So when we come over here, it's not a competition.
I gotta learn to my emotions. You know what it is though?
Yeah.
It irritates me when I'm having a conversation with someone though. Like, for instance, and all of a sudden it's like you're trying to tell me about my life now. You see what I mean?
No.
It's different if you're trying to give me advice on something, but when you're like, no, but this is because you're like that. I'm just like, I don't get these brothers, bro.
It's true. Choose your words, isn't it?
Yeah.
The only thing is when you're a grown man.
Yeah,
it's true. And when you're a grown man, you take it's that's it. We're all grown men in here.
That's what I'm saying.
Yo, bro, can I just shout out my business?
Go for it, bro.
Why ain't you done the advert yet?
I've done it, innit? But basically, yeah, for anyone that needs landscaping or groundworks, search www.mosslands landscaping. No, not landscaping. www.mosslandslandscape.co.uk on Google, and it'll come up with my website. You can email me directly. Free quotes. Over 10 years experience doing all sorts, patios, decking, fencing, roofs, brickwork, a lot.
I appreciate that, man. We appreciate your services too, man. And he's really good at it as well. I've seen his work. I've seen photos of his work. He sends me photos of his jobs. Big ass jobs he gets. He don't get no little boy jobs either. Yeah, he gets serious jobs and he can take it on. You know what I mean? So definitely we're going to definitely going to put the links in the description for that as well. There's so much man that got to promote. Even like so much man that have got to promote here. Like, you know what I'm saying? And we just got to get it all out for the people because a deal is better than no deal. You feel me?
Yeah.
And also you get a little discount if you watch Panero's Man, innit, man? It's not gonna be a big discount, but you know you're gonna pay less than what they're offering you. You know what I mean? So
I'd just like to say as well, to anyone that's doubting themselves that they can't set something up for themselves, you can, man. I'm only 27. I spent most of my life in foster care, going from care home to care home.
Right.
Won't go into all the details, but find something that you're good at and turn it into money.
That's it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I rate that.
Yeah.
Rate that.
Nah, man. Big up Pinero, bro.
Kids, man.
Yeah. And the rest of you boys. Peter. BR Retailer.
Yeah, no, big up the team, man. I've got some big interviews. I've got some big interviews coming up, guys. That's gonna expand the channel, man. Just look out for them. They're coming still. Some ex-offenders and stuff like that are gonna be jumping on. I'm gonna be having interviews and stuff like that. It's gonna be good. You know what I mean? But you know what, guys? We're gonna finish up the show today. You know. Shall I play a track, God's Gift, before we go?
Yeah, what are you going for?
I don't know, but there's a few that we didn't play the other day. We didn't play Good Die Young. We didn't play. We played Dreaming.
Good Die Young.
What about I Wanna? What's I Wanna again? Jay Gambles. Let's play that one.
I'm unable to slow down. I wanna do a U-turn and chase my dream. I see myself on the cover of a magazine, XXL, even maybe the source. I'm so sick and I'm tired of being this boss. I'm at the airport waiting for that plane to land. My girl left me due to how insane I am. I've got money, but it can't take the pain away. I hope my little brother doesn't grow to be this way.
I wanna live my life. No more drama, no trouble, no strife. I just wanna take it easy. Stay calm and be free. I wanna live my life. No more drama, no trouble, no strife. I just wanna take it easy. Stay calm and be free.
Stress on my head, grays in my beard. Young brother, we've been living in danger for years. Years disappear on a brother like whoa. Understand the levels, then the brother might know. Shovel my snow, trying to double my dough. Weighing up the odds, balance on a tightrope. The truth be apparent, the youths with the cannons go on loose. They will shoot for the loot at your grannies. Hold a little strally if it's that though. Try catch a big fish when it's a tadpole. Ail up all my brothers in the flats though, and all my brothers getting major money on the back road. It's that though, back roads are needed. Some man roll strategic, Ray-Bans on a camel in Egypt. I swear these guys are gone in the head. How's man robbing man for a couple of sets?
I wanna live my life. No more drama, no trouble, no strife. I just wanna take it easy. Stay calm and be free. I wanna live my life. No more drama, no trouble, no strife. I just wanna take it easy. Stay calm and be free.
Hey, that's a big tune, man.
Yeah, that's a good tune. I like that.
Hey, big up Moss, man. Peace out, my brother. Yeah, that's a madness, bro. Hey, Beamers came in hard at the end there as well.
Told you, bro.
Yeah, man. Oh, yeah, that's it. Yeah, so yeah, that's if people don't know, that's Jay Gamble's. God's Gift used to manage Jay Gamble's. You know what I'm saying? And big tracks, man. And that's what we'd like to do. I know you lot might be thinking, oh, why don't you play this? But no, we're just playing people that we want to support straight up. You know what I'm saying? But also, if you do want to give me tracks, or you know people that have got tracks, you know what sort of tracks you want over here, and they want to play some tracks, then you know, get them to DM me. You know what I mean? And we can sort something out. You know what I mean? So big up BR Reality, big up God's Gift, big up Muslims Man, big up O'Shea. Who else jumped on earlier on? So there's quite a few. Simi, big up Simi, yeah.
D double.
Big up Schiffer. Big up who else?
D double.
D double.
Yeah, D double. Yeah, it's quite a few, man. I'm loving it, man. You know, a lot of people jumping up on the panel lately. It's a good thing. It's only gonna grow. You see it?
Schiffer.
So big up, yeah, Schiffer. Big up Schiffer still. Yeah. Well, we got to have a talk, Schiffer still. Yeah. All right. So big up everybody. Yeah. And we out, man.
Yeah, man. Big up yourself, my brother.
Big up everyone in the chat. Raffles coming. Extra things are gone. Bless.
Bless.